Settle down fast. We are about to start our program. Today, we all gathered here for the youth convention on the theme Channelizing Youth Power for Nation Building. I request everyone to please maintain silence in the auditorium and please settle down fast. As part of our tradition, we will now begin the youth convention with Vedic chanting and an opening song by Swami Siteshananda Ji Maharaj and other monastic members of the Mutt.
हरि ओम सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम शं नो मित्र शं वरुणः शं नो भवर्तर्यमा शं न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मावतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुभागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तच्चयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शं नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दव्योधमृता सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पीतः श्रुतं मे गोपाय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम मधुवाताऋतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्न सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तो मुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुम्रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्यो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीगावो भवन्तु नः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। नमो विश्वेश्वर विवेकभास्कर विश्वमानव हृदयानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमो विश्वेश्वर विवेकभास्कर। नमो विश्वेश्वर विवेकभास्कर विश्वमानव हृदयानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। क्षात्रवीर्य मूर्तिमान् मातृहृदय चिरमहान्। क्षात्रवीर्य मूर्तिमान् मातृहृदय चिरमहान्। क्षात्रवीर्य मूर्तिमान् मातृहृदय चिरमहान्। क्षात्रवीर्य मूर्तिमान् मातृहृदय चिरमहान्। कण्ठे नादितमङ्गल गान। कण्ठे नादितमङ्गल गान। निखिल जनगण मिलन मंत्र। कण्ठे नादितमङ्गल गान। निखिल जनगण मिलन मंत्र। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमः विश्वेश्वर विवेकभास्कर। नमो विश्वेश्वर विवेकभास्कर विश्वमानव हृदयानन्द। नमो नारायण विवेकानन्द। नमो नारायण Vivekananda. Ramakrishna Charana Sharana Sharadanandana Bhuvana Vandana. 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 Matriyashis Jaladilangan. Matriyashis Jaladilangan. Ghoshile Vishwe Navavedantam. Matriyashis Jaladilangan. Ghoshile Vishwe Navavedanta. Namo Narayan Vivekananda. Namo Narayan Vivekananda. Namo Vishveshwara Viveka Bhaskara. Namo Vishveshwara Viveka Bhaskara. Vishwamanava Hridayananda. Namo Vishveshwara Viveka Bhaskara. Vishwamanava Hridayananda. Namo Narayan. Namo Narayan. Namo Narayan Vivekananda.
Thank you, Maharaj. We offer our humble pranams to Swami Siteshananda ji and other monastic brothers. We request everyone to please settle down fast and kindly put your mobile phones in silent mode. I request the volunteers to please guide the participants to their respective seats. I repeat, I kindly request all the audience to please put their mobile phones in silent mode. Taking forward the message of Swami Vivekananda, life building, man making, character making, and nation building. The students and the volunteers of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence will now recite the powerful teachings of Swami Vivekananda on this auspicious occasion of the National Youth Day celebrations. The students We request everyone to please welcome our young students with a round of applause.
Swami Vivekananda's coming into this world is no less than a divine play. Therefore, every aspect of his life is a blessing for all of us. So we, the students of VIHE, are here to present few incidents and teachings from Swamiji's life.
Amidst the 7 stars, Swamiji meditate with other saints. Little Ramakrishna whispers, I am going, you will have to come with me. Then took form the divine child of Vishwanath Datta and Bhuvneshwari Devi, Narendranath, who later proclaimed,
Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakes. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come when this sleeping soul is roused to self-conscious activity.
Swamiji knew no fear and remained steady and fearless even in danger times.
Swamiji exalts, stand and die in your own strength. If there is any sin in the world, it is weakness. Avoid all weakness, for weakness is sin, weakness is death.
In Varanasi, when Swamiji was chased by monkeys, he was beckoned by a sadhu who said, Stop! Face the brutes. Swamiji turned and the brutes fled back.
Face the brutes. This is a lesson for all life. Face the terrible. Face it boldly. The hardships of life fall back when you cease to flee before them. Come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are a sheep. You are souls immortal, spirits free.
This was a time when our country was in a pitiable condition under the foreign rule. Swamiji wept like a child at the misery of the poor and spent sleepless nights. The abject misery of the country haunted Swamiji. But at last he found light in meditation at the last rock of Kanyakumari. He teaches us,
You cannot help anyone. You can only serve. Serve the children of the Lord. Serve the Lord Himself if you have the privilege.
Feel, my children, feel. Feel for the poor, ignorant and downtrodden. Feel until your heart stops and your brain reels. You will think you will go mad. Then pour out your soul onto the Lord's feet. Then will come power, help and indomitable energy.
On September 11th, 1893, the unknown monk of India leapt into fame at the World Parliament of Religions. When Swamiji addressed the gathering as Sisters and Brothers of America, everyone was touched by the earnest call.
Swamiji has awakened our sleeping nation. Many in this country have been inspired by his message and have come forward to serve our motherland. Swamiji says,
If there is any land on the earth that can lay claim to be blessed Punya Bhumi, the land of introspection and spirituality, it is India.
The tidal wave of Western civilization is now rushing over the length and breadth of the land. Now is required intense karma yoga with unbounded courage and indomitable strength in the heart. Only then will the people of this country be roused. The national ideals of India are renunciation and service. Intensify her in those channels and the rest will take care of itself.
India is free today. There have been some developments since independence, but many are yet to be achieved. With Swamiji's blessings, we need to take up the unfinished work. He wanted to see each of us a hero like Mahavira. He says,
Men, these are wanted. Everything else will be ready, but strong, vigorous, believing young men who are sincere to the backbone are wanted.
100 such, and the world will become revolutionized.
Brave, bold men, these are what we want. What we want are muscles of iron and nerves of steel, inside which dwells a mind of the same material as that of which the thunderbolt is made.
Stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders, and know that you are the creators of your own destiny. All the strength and succor you want is within you.
Let us all work hard, my brethren. This is no time for sleep. On our work depends the coming of the India of the future. She's there ready waiting. She's only sleeping. Arise and awake and see her seated here on her eternal throne, rejuvenated, more glorious than she ever was. This motherland of ours.
Swami Vivekananda had a manifold personality.
A prolific writer,
A finest musician,
marvelous poet, and a great storyteller.
a social reformer,
Man of great service,
full of empathy,
and fearlessness.
a magnificent leader,
An influential orator,
a fervent patriot, and finally, a great source of inspiration to all of us. Please repeat along with us.
Uttishtata,
Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran, Nibodhata. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran, Nibodhata. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
Thank you, students and volunteers of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, for the powerful performance. I request Ms. Purna Malavat and Ms. Banod Vennela and Shri Kashinath sir, wherever you are, please come forward and occupy the second row in the auditorium. Today, as part of National Youth Day celebrations, we have with us our chief guest, Dr. Anil Bharatwaj sir, Director of Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad, and as the guest of honor, we have Dr. TGK Murthy sir, Distinguished Scientist, retired from ISRO, Bengaluru. May I now request our Adhyaksha Maharaj, Swami Bodhamayanandaji, to accompany our guests onto the dais. I request everyone to welcome our guests with a big round of applause. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, sir. I now request our Adhyaksha Maharaj, our chief guest, Dr. Anil Bharadwaj sir, and guest of honor, Dr. T.G.K. Murthy sir, to light the lamp and invocate the blessings of Bhagwan Sri Ramakrishna, Shardama, and Swami Vivekananda by offering floral tributes. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, sir. I now request Swami Bodhmayanandaji Maharaj, Adhyaksha, Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे Paratatve sada lino Ramakrishna samagnaya yo dharmasthapanarato viresham tam namamyaham. My humble pranams, salutations to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda and all great teachers, all great saints in the whole world. From the Vedic times till today, till Swami Vivekananda, we offer our salutations to all our ancestors, our teachers, and the great sages who have given us so much of knowledge, so much of strength amidst the darkness and amidst the turmoils. So today is a very historic day, very important day for all of us. Whether you are in Telangana, whether you are in the Himalayas, whether you are in Kerala, whether you are in Saurashtra, all over the country, National Youth Day, Jatiya Yuva Dinam. 1984, October 31st, when the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated. Later they found a couple of papers which were not yet put in the parliament for the final resolution, winter session. It was for her son, the next Prime Minister of India, Sri Rajiv Gandhi, to see the files left out by his mother. And one of the files said, let 12th January be celebrated and observed in the country as National Youth Day from 1985 onwards. And they choose unanimously, all the parties in the parliament, that nobody else can lead the front for the youth of India other than Swami Vivekananda. What I understand from one of the committee members, who is educationist in Bengaluru, said nearly 30 people's names were suggested. But it boiled down to only one man who is a Margadarshak, a lighthouse, a powerhouse of strength and spirituality, is Swami Vivekananda. Who said, my faith is in the younger generation, the modern generation. 1895, 1897, he writes a letter, my faith is in the younger generation, the modern generation. So the younger generation, modern generation goes on every decade. It is timeless. It is beyond space. It is beyond causation. It is beyond time. Ashishto drudishto balishtaha tasyayam prithvi sarva vittasya purna syat. The Taittiriya Upanishad says the whole world is for the energetic, the intellectual, for the strong, not for the weak or the namby-pamby. For the first time, a sannyasi broadcasted the message of tremendous strength. Uttishtata means internal awakening. Jagrita means you are put in the field of action. So he was like a military general when he spoke in the parliament of religions. Next day morning in the New York Times, in the Tribune, in all the American papers, the world papers, they gave Birudu. First time India was looked as a slave nation, as a superstitious nation, as a backward country. Swamiji was shocked. He cried, what has my India done to you that you are insulting her like this? Has it come to your house and asked for money or looted you? Why are you doing all sorts of things on my mother? One man at that time had to defend our country. We were politically slaves. We were not allowed to call ourselves as Bharatiyas, British Raj, slaves of Queen Victoria. She was holding our neck, sitting in Buckinghamshire Palace in England. 30 million were ruling 300 million. At this time comes a sannyasi of 30 years who shook the very foundations of American empire and said, look at India and learn from the Indian mind. So Swami Vivekananda was born in that crucial moment, 1863, January 12th. His mother, Bhuvaneshwari Devi, did tapasya for 2 years to Vireshwara Shiva in Benares. O Lord, may a son be born like you. And on 12th Makara Sankranti day comes Shiva himself in the womb of Bhuvaneshwari Devi. And the rest is history. And when the child is born on 12 January 1863 in a big house in South Calcutta, which is called today Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda's ancestral home, which has been taken over or handed over to us by the West Bengal government. Big function is going on today. Lakhs of people are entering into the very room where Swamiji was born, on the terrace of the house. A light came from Benares into the house of Vishwanath Datta. And this Paramahamsa, Sri Ramakrishna, suddenly jumped in joy in his room in Dakshineshwar on the banks of the Ganga. All were sitting, talking. He jumped in joy and said, "My man has come, my man has come." People said, "What? You are here and you are telling, my man has come?" No. In some house in Calcutta, what I was waiting for, he is born. Sri Ramakrishna could see the future Narendra. And after 18 years comes this young boy, first year BA student, to meet his future master. He was searching for truth. He was searching for realization, searching for God. People were stunned. What has happened to Narendra? Why is he asking the question? Have you seen God? Have you seen God? And then his master sent his college professor, William Hastie from England, who had been to Sri Ramakrishna, who saw Sri Ramakrishna as a man of joy, tremendous joy, ecstasy, no dukkham, no worries, always anandam, anandam, anandam. That is our real nature. Professor William Hastie suggested to the college students, if you want to know what is ecstasy, go and see the priest of Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna. You will see ecstasy, not knowing ecstasy. Anandam ఏమిటో మీరు చూస్తారు కళ్ళారా, అనుభవిస్తారు ఆనందం ఏమిటో. మొట్టమొదటిసారి ఒక ఆంగ్లేయుడు రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస గురించి భారత యువకులకు చెప్తున్నాడు. అంటే ఆయన ఎలాగ అర్థం చేసుకున్నాడో మనం ఆలోచించండి. Then the rest is history. Guru Shishya Parampara was reenacted in Dakshineshwar. Ramakrishna, ancient. Vivekananda, the modern. So today is that auspicious day, sacred day. From tomorrow, the Makara Sankranti for 4 days. East or west. Whether it's in Punjab or whether it is in Haryana. Whether it's in Tamil Nadu, whether it is in Andhra Pradesh. Whether it's in Telangana, whether it's in other parts. We are celebrating new harvest festival. And in this harvest festival, we have to harvest our mind also. It is not just physical crops. Our mind also has got weeds. Pichi mokkalu unnai manassulo. In the form of ashaucha, bad thoughts, lustful thoughts. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. They are so violent, so powerful. But Swamiji came by one mantra, Viveka, discrimination. Ante. Maha mantra for modern life. Edi manchi, edi chedu. Edi dharmam, edi adharmam. Edi satyam, edi asatyam. Telusukunte ade science. Vignanam. A discrimination undevadu anandam pondutadu. Atane Viveka Anandudu. మనలో చర్మచక్షు ఉంది, జ్ఞానచక్షు కవర్ అయిపోయి ఉంది, మూతబడి ఉంది. విత్ సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ ఇన్ ది ఫిష్ మార్కెట్, ఇన్ ది మాల్స్, ఇన్ ది బజార్స్, ఇన్ ది సినిమాస్. కవర్డ్. Vivekananda says, discover, don't cover. When we go to schools and colleges earlier, now it is better, NEP is coming. Oh, Swamiji, we don't have time. We have time only to cover the syllabus. In cement is cover chestara. You have to discover a scientist inside. You have to discover a poet inside. You have to discover a musician inside. This is what Swamiji wanted in education. which is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. Welcoming all of you on this sacred day, I convey my namaskars, my love and greetings and good wishes, and offer my whole heart to two brilliant, extremely wonderful scientists of the world sitting in front of you. Dr. Anil Bharadwaj, of whom you will know more, who has come all the way for a few hours from Ahmedabad, leaving his work on a working day, to share his thoughts with all of you on how the youth, how the young students, one day maybe, as he found out water on the moon, he is the man behind that discovery, sitting in front of you. Look at the mind of these people, physically limited, internally unlimited. The mind is there in Chandrayaan, sitting in Ahmedabad. Swami Vivekananda says, before the wave, you are a nothing. You are a dust particle. One wave can throw you out. But internally, man is eternal. He can conquer the whole world. Trailokyameta kilam tava padamule. So much of strength is there. So Anil Bharadwaj, we welcome. We thank you also for coming and spending a night with us. And the young students are there. How their potentiality, మీలో ఉండే సామర్థ్యం, మీలో ఉండే వైజ్ఞానిక బుద్ధి, అది వెలుగులోకి రావాలి, జాగృతం అవ్వాలి. అదే తమసోమా జ్యోతిర్గమయ. ఫ్రమ్ డార్క్నెస్ లెట్ us move towards light. And then the youngest in this audience may be 85-year-old man or young man, T.G.K. Murthy, whose disciples are now in ISRO. He is known to us from the last 50 years. I have seen him as a school student. When I was a school student, he was coming from ISRO to Ramakrishna Math, Bangalore, in a small corner, as if he doesn't know anything, like an innocent man. He was sitting and recording the bhajans. But later we came to know, whatever you see of the satellites, if the satellite is observing you, that eye of the satellite is Dr. T.G.K. Murthy's contribution. This is the Indian mind. He will talk about the Indian mind. He has written a wonderful book. After the program is over, each one of you should have a copy in your school or personal copy called Vivekananda, the Intuitive Scientist. He researched Vivekananda and said Vivekananda is not just a banana eating Swami. ఏదో అరటిపండు తినడానికో ఏదో మాల వేయడానికో రాలేదు, సైంటిస్ట్గా వచ్చాడు వివేకానంద. ఆ పుస్తకం రాశాడు. ఆ పుస్తకం మీద ఒక సినిమా కూడా తీశారు, అభిజిత్ దాస్ గుప్తా అని, కలకత్తా సినిమా డైరెక్టర్. అది రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది ఈరోజు. ఆ వీడియో కూడా ఆన్లైన్లో ఉంటుంది, చూడండి. హౌ వివేకానంద ఈజ్ అన్ ఇంట్యూటివ్ సైంటిస్ట్. దెర్ మే బి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ సైంటిస్ట్, బట్ దెర్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇంట్యూటివ్ సైంటిస్ట్ బై మెడిటేషన్. వీళ్ళిద్దరు మహాత్ములు మీ ముందు ఉండడం మన భాగ్యనగరానికి భాగ్యం, భాగ్యనగరానికి ఒక సంతోషమైన దినం. Vivekananda wanted this science and religion to come together. That is why he inspired Jamshedji Nasaronji Tata to start a research institute in India. Why are you going to America? Whole youth are going away, but we can train and we can give opportunity to the youth. That is why Jamshedji Nasaronji Tata started or donated at the time Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Bangalore. But what did Lord Cornwallis say? Indians, do they need science? They are full of superstition, they are full of backwardness. I will not permit. It was not permitted for 10 years, till Sister Nivedita went and fought for it. And later, 1908, Indian Institute of Science or Tata Institute came to being, the brainchild of Swami Vivekananda. Now it is Indian Institute of Science, official by the government of India, doing research. And that land of 600 acres was donated by the mother of the Maharaja of Mysore, who heard Swami Vivekananda. You want land? Take in any part of Bengaluru. She just gave away the Maharaja's palace grounds nearby. This is the power which Swami Vivekananda radiated, whether in America or whether a cobbler in the streets of Chennai or Trivandrum. భాగ్యనగర యువకులకి యువతీయులకి వచ్చే నెల 13వ తారీఖు ఇప్పుడే అనౌన్స్ చేస్తున్నాను, వివేకానంద దినమది. వివేకానందుల వారి మొట్టమొదటి ఉపన్యాసం చికాగోలో కాదండోయ్, హైదరాబాద్ మహబూబ్ కాలేజీలో ఇచ్చారు ఆయన. 13వ తారీఖు ఫిబ్రవరి, అమెరికాకు వెళ్లే ముందే. అది మనం గుర్తించాలి. స్కూల్ కాలేజీల్లో పండగ జరగాలి. మహబూబ్ కాలేజ్ వెన్యూ ఉంది, ఆ హాల్ ఉంది, వివేకానంద ప్రసంగించింది. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి, వంగి నమస్కారం చేయాలి. ఆ భావాలు మన శరీరానికి, మనసుకి తగలాలి. అప్పుడు జాగృతం అవుతుంది. సో we have this another 2 hours of interesting talks, and we'll be giving Young Achievers Award, who have done something unique, something very special for the country, for themselves and for the state. We have 3 important people who have been selected. One is Purna Malavat, at a young age of 13 years climbing Mount Everest, and then 7 peaks in the world she has already climbed. Much more to conquer in the world. Young, strong, energetic girl. Then we have Miss Vanilla, who for 22 days non-stop cycling she did from Kargil to Kanyakumari at the age of 17 years. She is there in front of us. And then we have Shrikant ji, who is working tirelessly, intensely, day after day, to eradicate child labor in Mahbub Nagar district of Telangana. So this is what Swami Vivekananda wanted: conquer external space and conquer internal space. Then you are a man. Scientific truth. Man is man so long as he is struggling against nature, both internal and external. Then you are a real personality. So there are a lot of opportunities for you. Listen carefully. Put your mind and heart here in front of Swamiji without any disturbance, because this is science. If you don't do that, they will put you in Chandrayaan one day. They are waiting to catch you and put you there. They will throw you from here. Okay, be careful. Saudhan. But just like, what I expect is from the students, when you see the launch, when the countdown starts, 15, 14, heartbeat, dubu, dubu, dubu. Whole country was silent. All left their water, everything, and sitting in front of the monitor. 5, still more silence. 3, heartbeat stops for a few seconds. What will happen? What will happen? And when it takes off, oh, even the Prime Minister was waving the flag, sitting in South Africa. Joy of the country. Indian mind has succeeded. He was telling me, Dr. Murthy Garu, at one time we had to beg technology from the West. Today they are coming to ISRO, they are coming to IISc to learn from us. This is what you have to do. Don't be busy with lollipop and popcorns. There is enough time later. Only sitting in the movies, only sitting in some malls and eating pizza and Coca-Cola. What is so great about it? One samosa you have not seen? This is a sad thing for Hyderabad youth. Bahar sharwani, andar pareshani. क्या करता है मालूम नहीं. समोसा के लाठी चार्ज होता है हैदराबाद में. So weak we are. Come every day, I will give you one samosa. Ramakrishna Mat Prasadam. Why should you go to Lulu Mall and loot? Poor man. His BP must have gone, he must have been ICU that day. ఎందుకురా తెరిచాను లుల్లు మాల్. ఆ పేరు కూడా అది విచిత్రమైన పేరు. అందరూ వెళ్ళిపోయారు. యాజ్ ఈ బట్టలు చూడలే, మిఠాయిలు షూస్ చూడలే. కొంతమంది ఎంత వీక్నెస్, డ్రెస్ వేసుకోవడం, సెల్ఫీ తీసేయడం, డ్రెస్ వేసి పెట్టేయడం. ఇది బంగారు తెలంగాణ. పప్పు వితౌట్ ఉప్పు. ఏమిటి ఉందండి దాంట్లో? ఎందుకంత షో మాస్టర్? ఏమైనా సినిమా హీరోనా వేరే వాళ్ళ బట్టలు వేసుకోవడానికి? ధైర్యం ఉంటే కొనుక్కో, లేకపోతే ఇంట్లో వెళ్ళి ధ్యానం చేయి, జై వివేకానంద అని. అప్పుడు ఆయనే ప్రపంచాన్నంతా నీ దగ్గరికి ఇస్తాడు. లోపలుండే మంచితనం బయటికి రావాలి. దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ స్వామీజీస్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ అదర్ గ్రేట్ లీడర్స్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. ఐ విల్ ఎండ్ విత్ దిస్ reference of Dr. Radhakrishnan. Who was Dr. Radhakrishnan? One of the greatest statesmen of India, second president of India, who spoke in Harvard University, spoke in Oxford University, What did he say about Vivekananda in 1964 in Chennai? He said, the difference between Swami Vivekananda and other leaders of India is, he's telling the newspaper wallas, the difference between Swami Vivekananda and other leaders of India is, Vivekananda lives in the soul of India, we exist on the soil of India. That is the difference. What a wonder, what an observation. భారత ఆత్మల తన్మయమైపోయాడు వివేకానంద. భారత అంటే వివేకానంద, వివేకానంద అంటే భారత. ఎందుకంటే భావము, రాగము, తాళము ఉండ దేశము మంది. అది వివేకానంద. సాయిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా అండ్ ద సోల్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ఎంత వ్యత్యాసం ఉంది. జీవించడం, బతకడం ఎంత వ్యత్యాసం ఉంది. మనం జీవించాలి, నాట్ క్వాంటిటీ బట్ క్వాలిటీ. లీవ్ ఎ మార్క్ బిహైండ్ యూ, నాట్ ఆన్ మడ్ అండ్ వాల్స్, ఆన్ ది రాక్స్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్. సో దానికోసరం ఈ పండగ, బర్త్డే సెలబ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ వివేకానంద, 12th January. But don't keep Vivekananda in cold storage on 13th January and you be in the streets doing nothing. No. Apply Vivekananda. Don't appreciate Vivekananda. పొగిడేస్తాం మనం తొందరగా. ఓ వివేకానంద గొప్పవాడు, ఓ చికాగో ఉపన్యాసం, ఓ ఇది ఏమి, నీకేమి చేశాడు ఆయన, నీకేమి లాభం? దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ రీసెర్చ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. So this is the opportunity to listen, to observe, to apply the spirit of Vivekananda in your daily life, beyond politics, beyond region, beyond race, beyond kulam. Tyaji jati kulamai. Give up this caste and other beings. Let it be there for social drama, writing in application, that's all. But నువ్వెవరు, నీలో ఉండే ఆత్మభావం జాగృతం అవ్వాలి. స్వామీజీ వాంటెడ్ వెరీ మచ్ దట్. వివేక బుద్ధి జాగృతమైతే మనం కూడా విజ్ఞానులు అవుతాం. Not just a subjective, but highest purpose of life. So we welcome Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, we welcome Dr. Anil Bharadwaj, and we welcome each one of you for this celebration. Thank you.
We offer our humble pranams to Swami Bodhamanandaji Maharaj for his warm welcome. May I now request our Adhyaksh Maharaj to felicitate our chief guest and the guest of honor, Dr. Anil Bharadwaj sir, as well as Dr. T.G.K. Murthy sir, with a plant sapling. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, sir. I take immense joy in introducing our guest of honor of today's event, Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, sir. Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, sir, holds a doctoral from the University of Adelaide, Australia. He served Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, in various capacities for 42 years before retiring as Director, Atmospheric Sciences Program, ISRO Headquarters, Bangalore, Karnataka. Dr. Murthy sir has published 160 papers in international journals. His scientific work includes developing a number of novel electro-optical systems with applications in diverse disciplines such as agriculture, geology and defense, and space sciences, besides contributing to space optics and electro-optical systems for imaging and other fields of scientific research. He has been awarded for his outstanding achievements by various agencies. He received National Research Development Corporation of India Award 6 times, World International Property Right Award for Development Outstanding Achievement Award of ISRO, and a number of other prestigious awards. A Fellow of Academy of Sciences, he is keenly interested in promoting a deeper understanding of science and Indian worldview, especially Vedanta. May I now request Dr. T.G.K. Murthy sir to address the gathering.
Pranams to Bodhmayanji Maharaj. My respects to my dear friend, the great scientist, Dr. Anil Bharadwaj. My respects to the elders sitting over here, and loving blessings to all the youngsters, the children. Today, very joyous day of Swami Vivekananda's birthday being celebrated. Janani Janmabhumischa Swadgadapi Garimasi. మీకు అర్థమయ్యే ఉంటుంది ఇదేమిటంటే మన కన్న తల్లి మనం పుట్టిన దేశం స్వర్గం కంటే కూడా చాలా ముఖ్యమైనది. ఇది త్రేతాయుగంలో భరద్వాజుడు రాములకు చెప్పారని చెప్పేసి ఒక వినికిడి, రాముడే లక్ష్మణుడికి చెప్పాడని చెప్పేసి ఒక వినికిడి, రాముడు లంకని జయించిన తర్వాత రావణాసురుని, ది ఎంటైర్ కుబేరాస్, ది హోల్ వరల్డ్ ఈస్ దేర్, గోల్డెన్ సిటీ. Lakshmana asks, Rama, can we have? No. Rama says, my mother and my motherland, Bharat, that is the thing that is much, much better than even Swarga too. Swarga too. How this is related to Swami Vivekananda? Swami Vivekananda went to US and European countries. He won their hearts. He has not by battle, but he has won the wars of their hearts through his extraordinary expositions of Vedanta and its applications for the man and human upliftment. Somebody asked, Swamiji, you come from a poor country from India. Now you have seen the goodness, the richness of Western countries. What do you feel? Swamiji, he has said, before coming to this place, I loved India. Now, when I go back to India, my motherland, even the dust particle itself is much, much more pious for me. So such is the worship that Swami Vivekananda has got for his motherland. And in 1892, he had a vision sitting on the rock. What was the India's glory up to 14th century and how it fell down up to the 19th century till he came. And then he had a vision what India is going to be in the future. At that time, he infused ఈ భారతీయుల్లో మనకి అణగదొక్కే స్నేహ, దానివల్ల మనం శక్తిహీనులమని, మనమేమీ చెయ్యలేని వాళ్ళమని, మనం అధోగతిలో ఉన్నామని చెప్పేసి అనుకునే వాళ్ళకి స్వామీజీ he has pumped the courage, he has pumped the strength. He has seen India is going to lead the world one day or other. The other day I saw in the newspaper saying that India is the engine for the economy of the entire world today. And he had a vision that India is going to rise. ఇది జరిగిందా? నిజంగా జరిగిందా? మిగతా అన్ని రంగాల్లో నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ శాస్త్ర రంగాల్లో చిన్నవి చెప్తాను. అందరి పేర్లు చెప్పాలి అంటే చాలా కష్టం. మనకి స్వాతంత్రం వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ కావాల్సింది ఫుడ్. వాళ్ళు బతకాలి. మనకున్నది పాడి పంటలు. ది మిల్క్, ద గ్రేట్ మ్యాన్ కొరియన్, he brought the white milk revolution, white revolution. The great man today, India is the largest production in the entire world of the milk. And then Swamiji was telling about Swaminathan, the great man, he comes. Now it is not the milk alone. మనకి తింటానికి తిండి కూడా కావాలి. Swaminathan, he brought the green revolution. He changed the thing, and now today we vow a lot to him because of his genetic engineering and all the thing. Now the food surplus is there for the country. We are no more dying of the hunger. Greatness to the Swami, to the that Swaminathan and other people. And then after these revolutions, then scientific revolution they want to have. Bhatnagar came onto the scene. He established nearly 50 laboratories. మన భారతదేశానికి ఏమి కావాలి, ఎట్లాంటివి కావాలి అని పరిశోధన చేయడానికి భట్నాగర్ వచ్చారు. ఆ భట్నాగర్ పేరు మీద ఈరోజు కూడా అత్యున్నతమైన ప్రతిభగా ది అవార్డ్స్ దే గివ్ భట్నాగర్ అవార్డ్స్. దే కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఈక్వలెంట్ టు నోబెల్ ప్రైజ్. దట్ భట్నాగర్ అవార్డ్ Anil Bharadwaj he has got. అండ్ దెన్ సివి రామన్. నాకు తెలిసిన చాలా చిన్న సైన్స్లో ఈ ఎంటైర్ వరల్డ్లో డిస్కవరీస్లో అన్నిట్లోకి ది మోస్ట్ సింప్లెస్ట్, అన్నిట్లో కంటే కూడా చాలా సూక్ష్మమైంది, అందరికీ అర్థమయ్యేది, అన్ని రంగాల్లో ఉపయోగపడేది సివి రామన్. రామన్ ఎఫెక్ట్. ద రామన్ ఎఫెక్ట్, that what he found with an ordinary pen, stroboscope, why the sky is blue and why the waters are blue. But today, in the deep space as well as the deep sea, Raman spectroscopy is used. Raman, the great man, the greatest Nobel laureate of the world. And we are all the children of that great persons. And afterwards comes the atomic energy. Homi Bhabha, great man. Swamiji was telling, Jamshedji Tada, inspired by Swami Vivekananda, Indian Institute of Science has been వచ్చిందని. ఆ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో కూడా పనిచేస్తూ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు హోమీ బాబా ఒకళ్ళు. ఈ హోమీ బాబా atomic energy, today India is one of the country, the top 5 countries where atomic energy for various applications they have been utilized. So hats off to Homi Baba. And then comes the great man. How to win this space? ఈ స్పేస్ని మనం ఏం రీసెర్చ్ చేయగలం, భారత జాతికి ఉన్నతికి ఎట్లా తీసుకుపోగలం. వచ్చాడు విక్రమ్ సారాభాయ్. విక్రమ్ సారాభాయ్, ద గ్రేట్ మ్యాన్, యంగ్ మ్యాన్. All these people, scientists, that what I am telling the names, they are all the young people, youth of 20, 25 years old. And that revolution has come. Sarabhai, only one vision. India can do what other countries can do, but India can do what other countries cannot do, that one. That what Sarabhai's vision that has been translated, that Chandrayaan 3, Anil Bharadwaj, he is going to talk about. That what you are going to see shortly about that one. Then the youth, they are restless. They want jobs. Kavali, Bochadu from TCS, Tata Industries, the Kohil, the software companies, they have been introduced. ఇక్కడ కూర్చున్న సహా మంది సాఫ్ట్వేర్ మనుషులే. సో ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ మనుషులు TCS, the whole world, India is one of the best in the software. Hats off to all of you. My thanks to all of you also. And then it is not good, but a credible thing. COVID వచ్చింది. అన్ని దేశాలు తలకిందులుగా అవుతున్నాయి. మన భారతదేశంలో అగ్రవాల్, he came with Covaxin. That Covaxin has led the entire world. Today India is safe with its own vaccines, with its own discoveries, and we are out of the COVID, we are perfectly safe. సో ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతుంటే స్వామీజీవి ఎంతోమంది ఎంతో శాస్త్రవేత్తలు ఇంకా ఇతర రంగాల్లో కూడా ఎంతో అభ్యున్నతి చేశారు. మూర్తి ఇదంతా బాగానే ఉంది. వాట్ అబౌట్ ద ఫ్యూచర్? I tell you very gently, where are the opportunities for the youngsters, how it can be utilized for the nation building. Now, ఈ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కంపెనీలోంచి మీరందరూ వినే ఉంటారు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ జస్ట్ ప్రవేశించింది. ఇది ప్రవేశించబోతుంది, ప్రపంచాన్నే తల్లకిందులు చెయ్యబోతుంది. ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అనేది మన బుద్ధికి, అట్లీస్ట్ నా బుద్ధికి, నా మైండ్కి, ఐ కెనాట్ ఇమాజిన్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ, ది ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. సో విత్ దిస్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మీరు ఏ రంగంలో దేనిలో ఉంటే ఆ రంగంలో ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ని ఉపయోగించి ఎట్లా అభివృద్ధిలో రాగలరా అనేది మీరు ఆలోచించుకోండి. ఎన్నో మార్గాలు ఉన్నాయి, ఎన్నో జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎన్నో ఓపెనింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఆ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్లో. కానీ అంతేకాకుండా ఇంకొకటి చిన్న మనవి చేసుకోబోతున్నాను నేను. మనకి వరల్డ్ వార్ 1, వరల్డ్ వార్ 2, కోల్డ్ వార్స్ వచ్చినాయి. రాబోయే తరాల్లో ఏ వార్ రాబోతుంది? ఇట్ ఈస్ ద కల్చరల్ వార్. అన్ని దేశాలు దే ఆర్ లూజింగ్ దేర్ ఓన్ కల్చర్, their original culture. India is losing its culture. Swami Vivekananda was very particular. The country must rise, not with science, other things also, but its own spirituality as the backbone. The cultural revolution, when the culture dies, the India will die. So the culture, who can keep that culture? This culture traditions are coming from the ancient time, 5,000 years back onwards. But today, with the wave of the westernization, our cultures are being eroded. If culture is lost, where are we? What are we? So this cultural war, you are all the heroes and heroines to keep this culture, traditions of keeping upright and making your country. If any country in the future is going to lead, the country which stands with character, with its culture, with its nativity, its originality, it's scientifically spiritual and spiritually scientific oriented mind. That what Swamiji's vision, and that vision is getting translated, will be translated, and you are all the stakeholders in that one. I pray to Swamiji humbly to bless us all and bless especially the children, to make them fit. What the problems we face are different, but what the ends you are going to face, the problems are different. This culture war, it is like a cancerous thing. The whole society will go. Please watch it, watch it, watch it, and keep it, keep it. For this, the parents must cooperate, the teachers must cooperate, the elders must cooperate, and scientific organizations must cooperate, and all of you must cooperate. Thank you all. My salutations to all of you.
We offer pranams to Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, sir. Thank you, sir, for the inspiration. I'm deeply honored to introduce our chief guest of today's program, Shri Dr. Anil Bharadwaj, sir. Dr. Anil Bharadwaj Garu is a distinguished astrophysicist and the director of the Physical Research Laboratory Unit of Government of India, a recipient of the prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award and the NRC Senior Research Associateship by US National Academy of Sciences. He is widely known for his contributions to the space programs, which includes both Chandrayaan-1 and Chandrayaan-2 and the Mangalyaan Mars mission and the solar X-rays. He worked at the Marshall Space Flight Center, Huntsville, Alabama, and was awarded a fellowship by the United Nations Office of the Outer Space Affairs, Vienna. Bharadwaj ji is the chairman of INSA and ICSU committee. He has worked as the vice chair of the Committee for Space Research Commission. He is a fellow of the Indian Academy for Sciences, Bangalore, Indian National Science Academy, National Geophysical Union, and Kerala Academy of Sciences. He received the Distinguished Alumnus Award of Indian Institute of Technology in 2015 and the International INSA Vainu Bapu Memorial Award in 2016 and the Infosys Prize 2016 in the Physical Sciences category. Bharatwaj sir wrote a chapter for Encyclopedia of the Solar System, edited 6 books, wrote invited reviews for international journals, including reviews of geophysics, and has been guest editor for special issues of national journals. May I now request Dr. Anil Bharatwaj sir to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Namaskar, Andy. A very good morning. Jai Jawan. Jai Kisan. Jai Vigyan. Jai Anusandhan. This is the current motto of the Government of India to promote the scientific talent among the country. I thank Swamiji for inviting me over here in the Ramakrishna Math on the very auspicious day of 162nd birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. We have all heard about Swami Vivekananda, and I would also like to thank our very young at heart friend and colleague, Professor T.J.K. Murthy, for impressing on me to come over here in Hyderabad today from Ahmedabad, taking the flight late night. He says, you have to be here by 10 o'clock. I said, I will take a flight in the night itself and reach here, don't worry. So, as we talk about channelizing the youth power for national building, and Swamiji or Swami Vivekananda used to always say that the country's youth should always be looking towards emblazing the technology for the country to development of the country as well as to save the country, or basically to power the country to safety. Swamiji at the stage and Professor T.J.K. Murthy both talked about different dimensions of Swami Vivekananda and also emphasized upon why science and technology is important for the country. Today, I am going to give you a presentation and take you to the realm of space sciences and how India actually achieved the landing onto the lunar surface on 23rd of August 2023. So, I will give you a small presentation. Maybe I request our audiovisual person to transfer this over here. And my topic is Chandrayaan-3 Challenges and Success. Why I'm talking about challenge and success is that I will try to narrate what all had happened and how we got all success. But before that, let me also tell you, as Professor T.J.K. Murthy was talking about Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the institute from where I'm coming, that is called Physical Research Laboratory, is the first institute which was established by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai in the year 1947, when we became independent. So just very few months after India becoming independent, Dr. Sarabhai established this institute called Physical Research Laboratory. You are seeing in bottom the 4 campuses of this. I will show you a little bit more about that. But before I go into detail of Chandrayaan, since there are a lot of students over here, I will just tell you a little bit about the solar system. That is the system in which Earth is one of the object. And we say that the solar system consists of 2 different classes of planets. One is called inner planets, which is in the inner part of the solar system. That is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then we have the outer part of solar system, that is Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, which is slightly far away from the inner part of solar system. And then we have small bodies like asteroids, comets, and things like that. But if you compare these bodies in the inner part of solar system, you will say Earth and Venus, both are roughly same in size. Mars is half, Mercury is 1/3. And if you compare them with the outer part, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, Earth is the 5th largest planet in our solar system, right? But how do you compare it with Sun? And where is Earth? And where is India? And where is Hyderabad? And where is this auditorium? And where you are? You can imagine how small you are with respect to just one star, which is our own sun, right? Okay. Going back to perspective about the space sciences in India, we say PRL or Physical Research Laboratory is the cradle of space science. Why? Because all the activity of space sciences started from Physical Research Laboratory under the leadership of Dr. Sarabhai. And here you are seeing a gentleman next to Dr. Sarabhai. I don't know how I show it. I don't know whether you can see this mouse over here. He is Dr. Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam, and he is Dr. Madhavan Nair, who was later on became the chairman of ISRO and Secretary Department of Space. So whether you talk about the rocketry program, you talk about the satellite program, you talk about the ballooning programs, application programs, everything started under the leadership of Dr. Sarabhai. And the first rocket launch from India on November 21st, 1963 was launched by carrying experiments developed in this lab which was established by Dr. Sarabhai. So when Sarabhai was establishing this lab, and Swamiji also talked about C.V. Raman and the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Dr. Sarabhai used to treat Dr. Raman as his guru. And he worked with him at ISC, that is the Tata Institute. And therefore, when the foundation laying ceremony was happening, he called his guru, C.V. Raman, to do this ceremony. And there you are seeing the gentleman with the cap, white cap and a coat is Dr. C.V. Raman doing the foundation laying ceremony. And when the first building was established, that time 1954, then Prime Minister Pandit Nehru came actually for inauguration of this building. Currently, we have 2 more campuses. We have a campus in Navrangpura and in Thaltej, which is both in Ahmedabad. But we also have a campus in Mount Abu, which is an observatory, and in Udaipur, which is also an observatory for studying the sun. And I will show you the current configuration of this Mount Abu observatory. And I would like to thank Professor T.J.K. Murthy over here, who was very instrumental as a technical review committee member for new telescope, which is just commissioned 1 year back. This is a new telescope in Mount Abu, 2.5 meter telescope, second largest in India. But it has an instrument which is the only in Asia. Okay? So just to give you a perspective, now we go to little bit about the planetary systems. And I will like to tell you that Dr. Sarabhai, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai has a crater on the moon, which you call as Sarabhai crater, which you see over here. And this crater is about 8 kilometers in diameter, 1.7 kilometers deep, and it is on the near side of the moon, the side which we see always. And using a small telescope, you can actually see this crater, okay? So remember that there are many craters on the moon. Moon is full of craters. One of them belongs to Dr. Sarabhai. There is a crater for Homi Bhabha also on the moon. Quickly moving on to my journey along with the Indian exploration of the moon, starting with the Chandrayaan-1, which has 11 experiments on board. 3 of them were being shown or flown for the first time on the history of the planetary exploration. This all happened in 2008, when we launched the Chandrayaan-1 on 22nd of October, and after 16 days of travel, we reached the moon. So this spacecraft, which you are seeing over here, carried all these experiments which we call as payload. And I was directly involved with an instrument called SARA, S-A-R-A, you see, which stands for Sub-keV Time Reflecting Analyzer. It also had a gray box which is sitting on the top, which you are seeing over here, and that is called MIP, or Moon Impact Probe. And this was released when we went to the moon's orbit of 100 kilometers circular, and that made MIP the first man-made object from India to land into the lunar South Pole on 14th of November 2008. 2008, 14th of November. Why 14th of November, you know? Children's Day, right? So this was a gift from ISRO to the children of India to celebrate the Children's Day, okay? But what did the Chandrayaan-1 found? It found water on the moon. Till that time, we are all thinking moon is bone dry, there is no water on the moon. But Chandrayaan-1 mission told there is water on the moon, it is there on the surface, it is above the surface and beneath the surface. And that is why there is now a lot of interest in going to the moon, because water is present there. I will not go into more details of that. There are a lot of scientific publications which has come out from this mission. And many of them actually made the cover pages of different journals like Science, which is one of the best celebrated journals in the area of science. Chandrayaan-2 mission. This was a much more complex than the Chandrayaan-1 mission, because it also had a lander and a rover sitting inside the lander. We all know what happened in 2019. I will not go into history. But this mission carried 8 experiments on board. And since September 2019, Chandrayaan-2 is still in orbit around the moon, providing us excellent quality of data. And this mission has helped Chandrayaan-3 in deciding the landing site, because it has an instrument called OHRC, or Optical High Resolution Camera. If you look at this images which you are seeing there on the screen, it can resolve any object of almost like 30 centimeters on the lunar surface, 1 feet, okay? And that has helped us to decide the landing site of the Chandrayaan-3 mission. Of course, there are many other instruments which is providing us excellent quality of science. I will not go into detail of that, and talk straight away about the Chandrayaan-3 mission. Now, Chandrayaan-3 mission, we all know very well. It consists of a propulsion module. That is a module which has to take the Chandrayaan-3 lander, the Vivekananda lander, to the lunar orbit. Then the lander itself, which has to land on the lunar surface, and the rover, the Pragyan rover, which is sitting inside the lunar surface. And they had experiments both on the lander and on the rover. And the Physical Science Laboratory has experiments on the rover, which moved onto lunar surface, as well as on the lander. Now, talking about this mission, and Swamiji talked about launch, right? You want to see the launch? Okay, let me show you the launch. There's no voice here, eh? So this is the launch of the Chandrayaan-3 going up. And I will not show you the whole launch because it was more than 45 minutes. Okay, so I will just show you a small clip of that. This is the heaviest lift-off vehicle of India, called LMV-3, which we call as Bahubali. Bahubali of the launch vehicles. Is there an audio there inside somehow? Can you just check whether audio is going through? No, not here, because I'm not. Let me see. No, let me. I don't think so. Anyway, leave it. Not an issue. And it's not coming here also. I think this is the HDMI issue. No, it's the HDMI issue. Not an issue. Not an issue. Okay. Leave it. Video is more important than audio, right? So this is Sriharikota, from where we do the launches, and many kids, you see here, almost like 20,000 children came, were witnessing this Chandrayaan-3 launch. So those who are interested can write to Sriharikota director and ask for the witnessing the launches, which happens very often. Whenever the launch is there, few days before, the ISRO portals are open, you can apply and go to and see the launch. I like this photograph very much, where you see the mother and the kid along with the launch, and both sides is the Indian flag. So after the launch, we went into orbit around the Earth, then we went into orbit around the Moon, and then we went into a deorbiting, which is called going to 100 by 30 kilometers, so that we can actually do the landing onto the lunar surface. Okay? And this is the D-Day, 23rd of August, 2023 evening. I don't know where you were. I hope all of you must be witnessing the launch, right? In front of your TVs or in schools or colleges. But I was there inside the mission control. You can see me here, right? I hope you can recognize me. Pehchan pa rahe hain? And you can see the entire ISRO fraternity, including the chairman ISRO and senior scientists sitting over there. And this is what you must have witnessed. I don't know, sound is not there. No, sound is not coming in this. Audio is not coming, but you can at least see what you must have seen. वो वीडियो में ही साउंड है HDMI में. You don't need. नहीं, उसका नहीं है, वो आ ही नहीं रहा है इसमें. आ नहीं रहा है इसमें. HDMI का इशू है. बिकॉज HDMI के थ्रू ही जा रहा है साउंड इसमें. ऑडियो नहीं जा रहा. Anyway, don't worry about that. But you witness that this was actually being shown on your monitor screens, right? And the Prime Minister, as Swamiji was also telling, Prime Minister was there in South Africa watching it live. And we were watching it live in the mission control, right? This is an autonomous landing, right? And no command control is given from the ground. So everything is done by the spacecraft itself when it lands onto the lunar surface. And that is why it is very, very challenging for doing landing on any planetary body, including, of course, the moon. You did success. You see Chairman ISRO getting up. Okay. Let me just try once. Let me see. Just wait.
सॉफ्टली चंद्रमा के सतह पे लैंड हो चुका है. ये हम लोगों के लिए बहुत ही गर्व की बात है. हिंदी में एक कहावत है कि चंदा मामा दूर के, लेकिन अब हम ये कह सकते हैं कि चंदा मामा अपने घर के.
क्या चीज़? स्क्रीन एस्केप करें? हाँ. HDMI आउटपुट में कुछ है साउंड का? हाँ. फुल है? फुल है?
नो सर, एक मिनट.
हाँ.
अभी ऑडियो प्ले करिए सर आपका.
एक मिनट रुको. हाँ.
The sensors that are updating at this point are providing confirmation of the safety of the landing site.
जा नहीं रहा है.
As expected,
HDMI के थ्रू जा नहीं
going on.
Right? नहीं, वो नहीं, ऊपर चला गया. ये जा नहीं रहा है.
The sensors that are updating at this point.
थोड़ा सा, बट जाता नहीं. वो पूरा है, फुल है.
लैपटॉप में भी नहीं आ रहा.
नहीं, लैपटॉप में है. अच्छा, एक मिनट, जस्ट वन मिनट. मैं इसको निकालता हूँ. HDMI वाला.
स्क्रीन बंद है.
एक मिनट, इसमें जस्ट चेक करते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है. इट इज कमिंग और नॉट. But it will not go there. That's the problem. नहीं जाएगा ना.
For the lander.
Just one.
अभी आप ये देख सकते हैं कि लैंडर की ऊंचाई लगभग 65 मीटर के आसपास बची है.
दिख रहा है? Okay.
Here you have to change, sir. Option.
Yeah.
Technology will be in your hand.
The HDMI.
You decide whether technology has to be or not.
Yeah.
Technology, it is ruling them.
Here, up.
It is ruling them. And here
This one?
some artificial intelligence is going to make.
उनने laptop audio.
Is it coming there? This is not on. I think it is not going through this. Leave it, I think.
अभी आप ये देख सकते हैं कि लैंडर की ऊंचाई लगभग 65 मीटर के आसपास बची हुई है.
Leave it, I think. It's not getting through. Okay, leave it. I think there is an issue with the audio which is going into this monitor screen, because monitor screen is not feeding it to the audio system. That's why it is happening. Okay, so you saw the landing on the lunar surface, and where it was uploaded by the whole country on 23rd of August in last year around 6 p.m. But what we were seeing actually in the mission control, okay? So I'm going to show you that. You don't need an audio here. Just watch what we were seeing, okay? We are seeing images directly being taken from the lander imager, which is fed to the mission control. And now you can see the moon is actually having lot of craters. We are somewhere around 150 meters above the lunar surface. This is about a minute of movie, but it will actually show you how the landing took place, okay? And as we are coming closer to the lunar surface, the crater sizes are increasing. You will see sometimes suddenly very dark, which is because the craters are big in size, and it is early morning at the landing site. Remember that the moon has a day which is 14 Earth day, right? And we wanted to work for 14 days. So we have to land at the landing site when it is early morning, something like 6:30 or 7 a.m. local time at the moon, okay? And that is why all the solar radiation or sun rays are coming at a glancing incidence. It is early morning there, right? And that's why the shadows will be very long. So you are seeing here, we are coming closer to the surface. Big craters you are able to see. This you may not have seen actually during the 23rd of August landing. But this was telecasted live to us in the mission control. And very soon, this movement which you are seeing of the craters will stop, which means the lander has become vertical. And that is the time it started hovering to select the best landing site to go down and land. Just keep on watching. There's a big crater which has just gone. It was completely black you were seeing. Okay? So you see craters of all possible dimensions of centimeter, meter, kilometer, to tens to hundreds of kilometers in sizes. And now you will see the picture will become stable. You see now it has become stable, right? And it started hovering to find the best place where to land, and then it started descending down. It is coming down now, coming down, 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 landed. So I took a selfie to celebrate with the Pragyan rover and the Vikram lander, because whole country was over the moon, so I also felt I should be also over the moon, right? I don't know whether this audio will work now. Let me see.
India has done it. It has become the country to land a spacecraft on the moon after the U.S. and
This is
China.
how the world was
Soviet Union. Just
announcing.
moments ago, we're talking just a
India has made space history, becoming the first nation to soft land a spacecraft on the moon's south pole.
India has become the first nation to successfully land a spacecraft near the south pole of the moon. The country's PM Narendra Modi has praised the achievement, saying that the mission's success belongs to all of humanity.
The spacecraft Chandrayaan-3 is attempting to become the first to land on the moon's south pole.
India
is the first country in the world to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole. A moment of history for the country. It was a tense final 6 minutes as it descended onto the lunar surface. Let's show you the moment. First of all, let's take...
This agency is celebrating the successful moon landing of its Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
Okay, now India's lunar probe, Chandrayaan-3, has landed on the South Pole. India is the first country to touch down on this part of the moon, which is believed to hold pockets.
We begin with some historic news. India has become the first country in the world to successfully land a craft near the moon's south pole. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was watching the mission from South Africa and congratulated the team back home. Let's take a closer look at why.
Okay, so whole world actually celebrated the launch of, or the landing essentially, of the Chandrayaan-3 mission, and it made India the first country in the world to have the successful landing near the South Pole. They have been landing in the 70s, right? 69. Man landed onto lunar surface. You must have heard about the names, right? Neil Armstrong, first person to land. But they all landed in the equatorial region of the moon. This was the first landing in the South Pole region of the moon. Now, what else after landing? People were celebrating, but we all scientists are busy inside the mission control to bring out rover onto the lunar surface so that it can move and do science, right? So this rover which you are seeing there, which is sitting inside the lander, has to come out, right? So activity has to be done for that, and you will see now how the ramp was deployed to bring out the rover. Look at here. ये चालू है. So you see the ramp being deployed, and you will see now the solar panel getting opened. You see the solar panel of the rover getting opened, and that made sure that everything is fine on the rover, because power has to be generated by the solar panel which is there on the lander, on the rover, right? After this, this rover has to come out on the lunar surface, right? So I will show you that movie. And now you will see the rover actually rolling out. You see the rover coming out? This is all happening on the moon. And this was a time I was really relieved, because our experiment was sitting on the rover. It has to do science, right? And I will just go to the next one. So this is now, you see, the rover has started moving onto lunar surface. A small buggy, right? 6-wheeled rover moving onto lunar surface and providing us science. How does the rover movement actually happen? You will see a small toy movement, as if somebody is playing in the backyard, but no, we are all playing on the moon, right? See that small corner, the rover? It's moving very slowly, because the command is given to move at least 1 to 2 centimeters only. And then it started rotating, you see. So that means the rover was full under control of the scientists sitting in Bangalore in mission control. After this, we moved around and we saw a big crater, because rover has 2 cameras in front and a camera at the back. The camera in front showed us there is a big crater in the front. Then we said, Baba, rover cannot pass through this. We had to go back, right? So the command was given for rover to retreat back, and you can see the tracks of the rover, the Pragyan rover, the Indian Pragyan rover, onto lunar surface. I will also show you now the picture of actual Vikram lander. This was taken by the Pragyan rover. Earlier what we are seeing was actually the images taken from the lander of movement of the Pragyan rover onto lunar surface. But the chota fellow said, I will take your picture now. And that's how this lander picture was taken, and that is I consider as the image of the country. Because you are seeing the Indian Vikram lander onto the lunar surface, right? And this was taken on 30th of August, you see. We landed on 23rd of August, right? We are continuously working day and day and day in the mission control, doing all the commanding control required for the lander to function as well as for rover movement. And you can also see two instruments, ILSA and CHASTE. They were deployed. One of those instruments was very unique instrument because that has to go inside the lunar surface to get a temperature profile up to 10 centimeter, which has not been done earlier. And the reason for that is we are interested to know how the heat, Garmi, heat can propagate inside the lunar surface. And the other instrument which you call ILSA, which is there on the other side, is an instrument to look at the seismic waves at the lunar surface at the landing site. Now I will also show you one more of how the rover did a dance. Okay? Look at this. See the dance of the rover? This is a small clip. It took few hours for it to do that dance, okay? Because every command has to be monitored from the ground to see what is happening actually on the moon, okay? Why we did, because the solar panel has to be continuously facing the sun for power generation. And when the movement was happening, we found that it is actually going in a direction in which the solar panel is coming perpendicular. So we have to move it actually to face it directly to the sunlight. So this whole experiment which we did on the moon using both lander and rover continued for 10 days. And the point where we did the landing, which is called what? Shiv Shakti point, right? So what you're seeing over here is actually the path which the rover has taken. It has moved 103 meter onto lunar surface. And if you look at this circle which is there, it is just within the 50 meters of the landing site. But if you look at the arrows, you will see that first we went into this direction, we found a big crater, we came back, went straight into other direction. Because we found scientifically interesting sites which is there near the west side. There is a crater there, right? And that's why we wanted to go to that crater to see what material is there onto the lunar surface near to the crater. So there was science going on, there was technology going on, mission was going on, commanding was going on, everything was happening. And scientists were busy looking at the images which is coming to say, Baba, I want rover to go there. Technology people will say, no, rover cannot go there, there is a crater in the front. Right? So there was a continuous communication going on, deciding on which path we have to actually take so that we are able to achieve the whole mission goals. So after this, that is on 2nd of September, it is 1st of September actually, when we found that most of the mission scenarios have been achieved. We have achieved the objectives of the landing, of the lander science, the rover science, and we found that there is a little amount of fuel which is left on the lander. And a decision was taken that can we do a hop test. Hop test का मतलब lander को फिर से engine start करना है और उठना है lander at the moon. Okay? It is not at the earth. And this was a very crucial test and very technologically challenging because if something happens during liftoff, slight lifting, it will topple, right? But we said we'll take the risk because we knew that enough amount of propellant is there. And this was also a technological demonstration for the future that we can actually lift from the lunar surface. So this hop test was done on 2nd of September in the middle of the night. You see the time in UT, right? UT means 5.5 hours later. So that means it become early morning of second or third morning. This test was done. Almost like I can say middle of the night. And before the test and after the test where we landed, but I will show you what actually happened. Hop test. Let me play this. So you will see actually the lander will lift, but you will only see the flying dust around it. So this is the lander currently sitting, started, engine have started, and soon you will see nothing but only dust. And then it will land back and you will see the clear. It's completely dusty, right? And then it is landed back. And you can even see the shadow of the legs, which is sitting on the lunar surface. So this was a very important test which we did just to prove that we can come back from the moon, right? It was very important for us to do this demonstration. Subsequent to that, of course, there was a lot of science which is being done. I will not go into details of that, except to tell you that excellent quality of scientific information has come out, both from the rover experiments and the lander experiments. You see the spectrum, which talks about what elements is present there on the lunar surface, talking about magnesium, aluminum, silicon, sulfur, potassium, titanium, iron, manganese, chromium. These all lines are clear indication of what element is present there and what amount it is present there. There are also experiments about the plasma distribution around the landing sites and things like that. I will not go into detail of that. But after that, what we did, the propulsion module, which is there, was in orbit, in the moon's orbit, right? Lander has landed, but propulsion module, which has taken the lander, was still in orbit. It continued for another 2 months. And then we said, can we do an experiment with that also? Can we bring back the propulsion module around the Earth? Because if we are going to go in the future, on the moon, we have to bring back the lander or the propulsion module or any subsystem from the moon's orbit back to the Earth. So we did this experiment, and this experiment was done to bring back the propulsion module back to the Earth. You're seeing the orbit here, which shows how we did this experiment, and around December middle, we brought back the propulsion module from the moon back to around the Earth. Now, why all this thing was done? Because India has a long roadmap for future exploration of moon. You must have heard about Gaganyaan, right? Gaganyaan means Indian astronauts to space, right? Which is going to happen in next couple of years. Subsequent to that is the mission for sample return. That means we have to go, land, collect the soil, the dust, the rock, and bring it back to the Earth. And then is the target for Bharatiya Antariksh Station. That means we should have an intermediary step between moon and Earth where we can go, and then from there also we can go to the moon. So that means now the country has a long-term vision in space of exploration, including exploration of the moon. And Bharatiya Station is going to be a midway between Earth and the moon. And that's why, if you remember now, what I'm telling was, hop test was done to demonstrate the technology which we have for coming back from the moon, and not only from the surface, but also from the orbit around the moon. And that is why we are targeting that we should have this sample return mission from the moon in next 5 to 7 years. Because India now has the capability to do any kind of technology which is required within the country to be developed to achieve the science goals which the country needs. But when you say, you must be thinking why we should go for sample return missions. There are many technologies which get developed during this development phase, which are useful for the country, for national importance, for strategic importance, as well as for social benefit. There are immense amount of benefits which is coming out from space sciences. T.J.K. Murthy ji already talked about that. But if you look at the spin-offs which come from this kind of development technologies, they are enormous. including space material which is used now for artificial limb. Because in space we need material which is hard and light, right? It should be very hard but very light. Two contradictory requirements. And such material are now being used for developing artificial limbs for the people, for helping those who have disabilities. In addition to this, the government of India, and you must have heard about Prime Minister Modi talking about Indian landing onto the moon somewhere around 2040. Now, if we have to achieve this kind of long-term goals, we have to have a series of missions which has to go and demonstrate our technologies of sample return missions, having a Bharatiya station, and then only we can talk about landing onto the moon. Future to that is what? Habitat on the moon. Probably some of those children who are sitting over here, they may be the one who will be first landing onto the moon. And probably our children and grandchildren may start living on the moon. This is not fantasy. This is not at all fantasy. Now look back, 30, 40 or 50 years back, what was the technology? Right? Currently we have mobile in the hand, right? The whole world is in our hand. It just came 20 years back hardly, right? So technology is changing very fast. Dr. Murthy talked about AI and ML and things like that. And the same thing is going to happen in a technology. And I'm thanking Swamiji for calling me over here in front of all these small children who are sitting, who will be the Indian astronauts who may be going to the space as well as probably landing onto the moon. So the future of India is in your hand, right? Because we are talking about not just 5 year, 10 year, we are talking about 30, 40, 50 years down the line. And this roadmap which you are seeing over here is just a very simple lines, but there's so much to be done to achieve these goals. So I thank Swamiji and the Ramakrishna Mutt over here to invite me on this auspicious occasion of the 162nd birthday of the Swami Vivekananda. And I should actually thank all of you who are here to listen to this talk, because some of you who will get inspired by this kind of technological development which is going to happen within the country to take lead in science and technology. Thank you very much. Those who are social media savvy, they can contact me on those details which is there. Please show that. So I am active on Instagram, I am active on Twitter, I am active on LinkedIn. Okay? I am also active on Facebook. Okay? Thank you.
Loud claps. Loud claps. Vivekananda birthday celebration has been done on Chandrayaan. Not in Domalguda. Chandrayaan lo celebrate chesam pandaga. Bharat Mata ki, Vivekananda Maharaj ki, Bharat Mata ki, Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Bharat Yuvakon ki, Bharat Vignanon ki, Bharat Mata ki. Very good. Clap once again and place it up. Thank you a lot for taking us long way to Chandrayaan 3 and then bringing it back. And future scientists ki, those who are sitting, future scientists. How many want to go to Chandrayaan? Chandrayanaya namaha, Adityaya namaha. Go do puja every day. Think about Chandrayaan, think about Aditya, and one day you will be there. If not physically, at least mentally. Okay? Now we have very interesting program. Please sit and enjoy and get more inspiration.
We offer our humble pranams to Dr. Anil Bharatwaj sir. May I now request our Adhyaksha Maharaj to present a memento to our chief guest and guest of honor. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, sir. Moving forward with our program, on this auspicious occasion of National Youth Day, we are happy to recognize and appreciate few of the youngsters, the youth, and the inspiration with Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award. So I'll be calling the names. I request them to please come onto the dais and receive the first come onto the dais and occupy the seats. May I first invite Ms. Poorna Malavat ma'am, the young mountaineer, to please come onto the dais. And next, Ms. Banot Vennala ma'am, the young mountaineer and cyclist, to please come onto the dais. I'm sorry. Miss Banot Vennala ma'am is a young mountaineer and the cyclist. And we now call upon Sri Kashinath Garu from Palamur, Telangana to please come on to the dais. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I now request our Adhyaksha Maharaj, along with our chief guest, Dr. Anil Bharatwaj, sir, and our guest of honor, Dr. T.G.K. Murthy, sir, to present the Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award. First, to Ms. Poorna Malavat, ma'am, who is at a young age, she has climbed all the 7 peaks in the world.
Certificate of Achievement. We are happy to recognize, appreciate and present Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award to Ms. Poorna Malavat, Telangana, India, who at an young age has climbed all the 7 peaks in the world. And has left an indelible mark in the history of Telangana and the entire country. On 12th January 2024, the 162nd birthday of Swami Vivekananda observed as National Youth Day, we present this special certificate to the young mountaineer and wish her all success in her future endeavors. Now we have another young girl here. Nari Shakti Jagaran hai. We are happy to recognize, appreciate and present Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award to Miss Banot Venela, Telangana, India, who at an young age of 17 years has achieved the rare distinction of cycling for nearly 3,800 kilometers from the Kargil to Kanyakumari in record 22 days, and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa, and by her willpower has left an indelible mark on the history of Telangana and the entire country. On 12 January 2024, the 162nd birthday of Swami Vivekananda, observed as National Youth Day, we present this special certificate to the young mountaineer and cyclist, wishing her all success in her future endeavors. Now we request Sri Kashinath ji to receive our award. We are happy to recognize, appreciate and present Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award to Sri Kashinath, Palamur, Telangana, India, who at an young age has sacrificed his personal comforts to save hundreds of young children from child labor. And making them educated citizens of the country. His selfless service is a rare distinction and has left an indelible mark in the history of Telangana and the entire country. On 12 January, the 162nd birthday of Vivekananda, we present this special certificate to Sri Kashinath and wish him all success in future endeavors. We request to sit for a few minutes and listen a few minutes each of their why they have done and what is their inspiration. We request Purna Malavat to share her experience not only today of climbing Mount Everest and other peaks. Purna Malavat.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ముందుగా అందరికీ నమస్కారం. అంటే ఇక్కడున్న చాలామంది పెద్దవాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, బట్ వాళ్ళందరికీ ఉన్నంత ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ లేదు. నాకెంతో కొంత ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది. ఐఎమ్ ఇన్ మౌంటైనీరింగ్ జర్నీ ఫ్రమ్ లాస్ట్ 10 years. 2013, when I was 13 years old, I got an opportunity of rock climbing. So there my journey started with rock climbing. And I climbed Mount Everest when I was 13 years and 11 months. And luckily, అది వరల్డ్ రికార్డ్ అవడం నా అదృష్టము. సో వరల్డ్స్ యంగెస్ట్గా రికార్డ్ అయితే క్రియేట్ అయింది. దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఐ మీన్ మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ ఎక్కడానికి ఇమాజిన్ 13 yearsలో ఒక అమ్మాయికి ఎంత కష్టమై ఉంటుంది. ఆల్మోస్ట్ 8 months బాగా కష్టపడి చాలా రకరకాల ట్రైనింగ్కి వెళ్ళి వీ వెంట్ టు డిఫరెంట్ ప్లేసెస్ ఫర్ మౌంటైనీరింగ్ కోర్సెస్ అండ్ వింటర్ ఎక్స్పిడిషన్, బేసిక్ అడ్వాన్స్ మౌంటైనీరింగ్ కోర్స్, చాలా ఇట్లాంటి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి దెన్ వీ వెంట్ టు క్లైమ్ మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ క్లైంబింగ్ పార్ట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ అండ్ మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ క్లైంబింగ్ ఈజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ డిఫరెంట్. అంటే హార్ష్ వెదర్ కండిషన్స్ ఉంటాయి అండ్ ఆక్సిజన్ లెవెల్స్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటాయి. వీ హ్యావ్ టు క్యారీ ఆక్సిజన్ సిలిండర్స్ అండ్ it's like almost we have to carry 20 kgs, 20 to 25 kgs of weight bag with us, food, equipments and extra, many other things. So tent, sleeping bag, everything we have to carry our own. And temperature వచ్చేసి -50 degrees ఉంటుందండి, 40-50 degrees. సో అంటే వెళ్ళడం వరకు మన చేతిలో ఉంటుంది. ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్ విల్ బీ ఇన్ అవర్ హ్యాండ్స్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు బీ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్. అంటే బికాజ్ వన్ సైడ్ కంప్లీట్గా మౌంటైన్స్ ఉన్న ద అదర్ సైడ్ ఈజ్ వ్యాలీస్ విల్ బి దేర్, లైక్ థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ డీప్ వ్యాలీస్. సో ఇట్స్ ఆల్వేస్ రిస్క్ టు వీ షుడ్ నాట్ డైవర్ట్ అవర్ ఫోకస్. సో ఎవ్రీ స్టెప్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు బీ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్. సో అట్లా అంటే మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ ఎక్కడానికి వీ హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ 2 months, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ డిపెండ్స్ on weather, like it will take many days, depends on the weather. For us it took 52 days. So we were on the Mount Everest. So that was 10 years back. And then after Mount Everest ante complete ga my journey was diverted. I mean oka complete change anedi vachesindi, a turning point ani cheppochu. After Mount Everest I decided to climb all continents highest mountains, 7 summits. So 7 continents, 7 highest mountains have completed last year, and few other Indian mountains also. So now my main focus is to promote Indian mountains. We have many mountains in our India. So my next target is to promote Indian mountains, to climb Indian mountains. And so coming from a humble background, అందరికీ తెలుసో లేదో నేను పుట్టి పెరిగింది ఒక చిన్న పల్లెటూరు. మా పేరెంట్స్ ఫార్మర్స్. సో అంటే ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఏవి లేకున్నా ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఇట్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయా లేవా అనేది. ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ అవర్ ఫోకస్, హార్డ్ వర్క్, పేషెన్స్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. దాట్స్ వాట్ ఐ బిలీవ్. ఇఫ్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ క్లియర్ విజన్, నథింగ్ విల్ స్టాప్ అస్. ఐ థింక్ ఈవెన్ వివేకానంద గారు, I mean Swamiji also will tell us that only. So if you have a clear vision, nothing will stop. Whether you are boy or girl, it doesn't matter for mountains. So that's what I have learned from mountaineering journey. మెయిన్గా అంటే మనం అనుకుంటాం ఒక అమ్మాయి అంటే ఒక దానికి అని ఇట్లా చూపించేస్తారు. ఐఎమ్ సారీ, అంటే నేను మాట్లాడేది రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్ ఐ డోంట్ నో. బట్ నేను నేర్చుకుంది ఏంటంటే, మౌంటైన్స్ నాకు నేర్పించింది ఏంటంటే, మౌంటైన్స్ అమ్మాయి ఎక్కుతుందా అబ్బాయి ఎక్కుతుందా అని చూసి యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయవు. ఇట్ డజంట్ మ్యాటర్. ఇట్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ పవర్, కాన్ఫిడెన్స్, హార్డ్ వర్క్. సో ఐఎమ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ a company, TARC. I started a company, TARC, adventure company. So we train, we take people, we do expeditions and everything all over the world. And my next aim is to create 1,000 more Purnas. That's what my next mission. So thank you Swamiji and each and everything, sir. It's great to meet you both and Swamiji also, and very happy to be part of this program today. And all the best ikkada unna students andarki, youngsters andarki. Please have a goal. You will not lose, I mean you will not divert your focus. So please have a goal and keep a plan, make a plan what you want to do to reach your goal. And thank you each and everyone. Thank you so much.
We next call Ms. Banut Vennela ma'am to please come forward.
నమస్కారం ఎవ్రీవన్. నా పేరు భానుత్ వెన్నెల, మాది కామారెడ్డి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్. సో మై జర్నీ ఇస్ K2K, కార్గిల్ టు కన్యాకుమారి 22 days. సో నేను వచ్చేసి నేను 3 సంవత్సరాలు నేను 10th క్లాస్ చదువుకున్నప్పుడు అనుకున్నాను, చాలామంది న్యూస్ పేపర్ చదవడం జరిగింది. సో ఫారినర్స్ ఎక్కువ సైక్లింగ్ చేస్తుంటారు. సో నేను సైక్లింగ్ చూస్తున్నప్పుడు మన ఇండియా నుంచి ఒక సార్ ఉన్నారు, కాశ్మీర్ టు కన్యాకుమారి సైక్లింగ్ చేశారు, రికార్డు ఉంది దానిపైన. సో మనం కాశ్మీర్ టు కన్యాకుమారి ఎందుకు చేయాలి, కార్గిల్ నుంచి ఎందుకు స్టార్ట్ చేయకూడదు? సో అది లదాఖ్ టెరిటరీలో వస్తుంది. సో కార్గిల్ టు కన్యాకుమారి ఇప్పటివరకు ఎవ్వరు చేయలేదు. ఇండియాలోనే ఫస్ట్ టైమ్స్ HEG సైక్లింగ్ గ్రూప్ నుంచి నేను చేయడం జరిగింది. ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ 17 years. లాస్ట్ టైమే జరిగింది November 21 to December 13కి. సో నాకు సపోర్ట్ చేసి వివి లక్ష్మీనారాయణ సార్ గారు, ఫౌండర్ ఆఫ్ JD ఫౌండేషన్. సో నాకు ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ వచ్చి పూర్ణక గారు. అక్క నేను కూడా మౌంట్ కిలోమీటర్ సబ్మిట్ చేశాను అక్క లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ December 26 రోజు. సో మీరు 13 ఏజ్లో మీరు ఎక్కినప్పుడు మా విలేజ్లో మాట్లాడుకునేవారు మీ గురించి. మా అక్క వాళ్ళ ఊరు పకాల నియర్ బై నిజామాబాద్. సో అక్క వాళ్ళది మాది 50 kilometers ఉంటుంది. నేను అక్కని కలవాలని చాలాసార్లు ట్రై చేశాను అక్క. మై గ్రేట్ గాస్, నేను ఫస్ట్ టైం మిమ్మల్ని నా ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ వచ్చేసి మిమ్మల్ని ఇక్కడ కలవడం జరిగింది. రియల్లీ థ్యాంక్ యూ అక్క. అండ్ సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్, నన్ను ఇన్వైట్ చేసినందుకు, యంగ్ అచీవర్ అవార్డు ఇచ్చినందుకు. ఈ అవార్డుని చూసి నేను ఎన్నో విజయాలు సాధిస్తాను అక్క. డెఫినెట్లీ మీ అంతా నేను ఎదుగుతాను అక్క, నిజం. డెఫినెట్లీ అక్క, ఎవరేజ్ డెఫినెట్లీ. నాకు మా కాలేజ్లో అంటారు పూర్ణక ఈజ్ యంగ్ అచీవ్మెంట్, ఆ రికార్డ్ నువ్వు బ్రేక్ చేయలేవు, బట్ అక్కలా నువ్వు ఎదగచ్చని కాన్ఫిడెంట్ నాకు వివి లక్ష్మీనారాయణ సార్ గారు ఇచ్చారు, ఫౌండర్ ఆఫ్ JD ఫౌండేషన్. సో మా JD ఫౌండేషన్ ఇక్కడనే ఉన్నారు కింద, నాకు ఎల్లప్పుడూ సపోర్ట్గానే ఉన్నారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
I now request Sri Kashi Nath Garu to please come forward and speak a few words.
సభకు నమస్కారం. స్టేజ్ మీద ఉన్న స్వామి గారు, అదేవిధంగా ఇతర పెద్దలు. నా పేరు కాశీనాథ్, మాది పాలమూరు జిల్లా. అక్కడ మొట్టమొదటి సేవాభారతి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నుంచి 2002లో బాల కార్మికుల వ్యవస్థ పైన పాలమూరు జిల్లాలోనే లేబర్ జిల్లా అని ఒక పేరుంది కాబట్టి అక్కడ బాల కార్మికులు ఎక్కువ ఉండేది. బాల కార్మికులు అంటే బర్లకాడ, గొర్రెలకాడ, హోటల్స్లో పని చేసేవారు, పత్తి చేనుల పనిచేసే విద్యార్థులని అక్కడ RB సెంటర్స్, రెసిడెన్షియల్ బ్రిడ్జి కోర్స్ సెంటర్స్ అని ఆ పాలమూరు జిల్లాలో గవర్నమెంట్ వాళ్ళు ప్రవేశపెట్టారు. దానికి సేవాభారతి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నుంచి 9 RBCలు నడిపాం. 9 RBCలల్లో స్లమ్ ఏరియాల గట్టు, ఐజా, మద్దూరు అనే కొన్ని స్లమ్ ఏరియాలు మండలాలు ఉంటాయి. అక్కడ కేవలము ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కూడా వాళ్ళకి అసలు అక్షర జ్ఞానం అనేది చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. అట్లాంటి ఏరియాలో పోయి సేవాభారతి వాళ్ళు ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కొన్ని మండలాలు సెలెక్షన్ చేసుకొని 9 మాసాలు మాత్రమే ఆ విద్యార్థులు మన దగ్గర ఉంటారు. 9 మాసాల తర్వాత ఒక పుస్తకం ఇస్తారు వాళ్ళకు. దాని సబ్జెక్టు ప్రకారంగా వాళ్ళు 4th క్లాస్ కానీ 3rd క్లాస్ కానీ అటువంటి లెవెల్కు 9 మాసాలు మాత్రమే విద్యార్థులని మనం ప్రవేశం చేసి తర్వాత వాళ్ళని గవర్నమెంట్ పాఠశాలకు కానీ గవర్నమెంట్ హాస్టల్స్ కానీ మెయిన్ స్ట్రీమ్ చేయాలి. అట్లా మనము 5 సంవత్సరాల పాఠశాలలు నడిపాం. 9 పాఠశాలలు 5 సంవత్సరాల లోపల 3,000 మందిని 3,000 మంది విద్యార్థులను మనము గవర్నమెంట్ పాఠశాల, గవర్నమెంట్ హాస్టల్లో మెయిన్ స్ట్రీమ్ చేశాం. అటువంటి విద్యార్థులకు వెళ్ళి 2005లో ఒక గవర్నమెంట్ సహకారం లేకుండా దాతల సహకారంతో ఒక ఆవాసం నడిపితే బాగుంటుందని చెప్పి పెద్దల నిర్ణయం, సేవాభారతి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నిర్ణయం ప్రకారంగా పాలమూరు కేంద్రంగా, మహబూబ్నగర్ జిల్లా కేంద్రంగా సాందీపని ఆవాసం అని బాల కార్మికుల వ్యవస్థ పైన నిర్మూలన కొరకు 2005లో ప్రారంభం చేశారు. అక్కడ ఈ RBCల నుంచి సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన విద్యార్థులను అక్కడ ఆ ఆవాసంలో ఇప్పటికీ 272 మందిని మనము బయట PG చేశారు. కొంతమంది డిగ్రీ, కొంతమంది పాలిటెక్నిక్, కొంతమంది డిగ్రీ మన PG పూర్తి అయిపోయింది. అదేవిధంగా దాంట్లో ఒక ఆయన BSFలో ఉద్యోగం చేస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు ఆర్మీలా. అదేవిధంగా మేకల కాపరి ఉండి సుమన్ అనే విద్యార్థి ఇప్పుడు వెటర్నరీ డాక్టర్ పూర్తి అయిపోయింది, PG చేస్తున్నాడు. అదేవిధంగా ఐజా గట్టు దగ్గర ఐజా మండలంలో ఒక విద్యార్థి గవర్నమెంట్ టీచర్ అయ్యారు. అదేవిధంగా నావీ దాంట్లో ఒక విద్యార్థి వెళ్ళారు. గవర్నమెంట్ మన ఇది అగ్రికల్చర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఏఈఓలో 4, పోస్టల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో 8 మంది. ఈ విధంగా ఒక ఆయన కెమికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ పూర్తి చేసి ఇరాక్లో ఇప్పుడు అక్కడ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఆ కంపెనీలో. ఈ విధంగా బాలకార్మికుల వ్యవస్థ పైనే సేవాభారతి ఆర్గనైజేషన్ సహకారంతో, సమాజ సహకారంతో ఈ విధంగా నడుస్తుంది. నేను కూడా పూర్ కుటుంబంకి వెళ్ళి, బెగ్గర్స్ కుటుంబంకి వెళ్ళి నేను వచ్చినని. నాకు మొట్టమొదటిగా బేసిక్ ద ఆర్ఎస్ఎస్ నేను చదువుకుంటేప్పుడు హాస్టల్లో ఆర్ఎస్ఎస్ పరిచయం నాకు. అదేవిధంగా సేవాభారతి వాళ్ళు చిన్నప్పటికెళ్ళే నేను స్లమ్ ఏరియాలో ఒక గుడిసెలో నివసించేవాడిని. అప్పుడు సేవాభారతి వాళ్ళు నా దగ్గర, నేను వాళ్ళ యొక్క కార్యక్రమంలో నేను కూడా పాల్గొంటూ, అదేవిధంగా ఇప్పుడు పూర్తి సమయ కార్యకర్తగా ఆవాసం నిర్వహణ ఉంటున్నా. సేవాభారతి వాళ్ళకి కానీ, ఇక్కడ వివేకానంద మఠ్ వారికి అందరికీ నమస్కారం, స్వామీజీ గారికి నమస్కారం పూర్తి చేస్తూ.
On behalf of all of you, a big ovation for this wonderful people. ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే. ప్రకృతిని జయించారు, మానసిక దౌర్బల్యాన్ని జయించారు, చరిత్ర పురుగులు అవ్వలేదు, చరిత్రను సృష్టించారు. స్వామి వివేకానంద వాంటెడ్, డోంట్ స్టడీ హిస్టరీ, క్రియేట్ హిస్టరీ. Leave a mark behind you, but not a black mark. Inspiration for inspiration. Pune is inspiration for all of you, but for Vennela, Purna is an inspiration. ఎంత చక్కగా మాట్లాడింది, ఎంత సాహసం. It's a great lesson for all of you, those who are not doing anything. Do something by which your motherland will be proud of. You will have to study their book, their life in your textbook. Wonderful. ఏ విధంగా ఈ టెక్నాలజీ ద్వారా వీళ్ళు చంద్రయాన్ ఇది పెట్టారో, పూర్ణ వీళ్ళందరూ వాళ్ళ మనస్సుతో, హృదయంతో సమాజాన్ని జయిస్తున్నారు. I was calculating at that speed when Chandrayaan is traveling, look at the consistency of Purna's climbing all the 7 peaks in the continents. Did Purna have tea party there or birthday party sitting in Mount Everest at minus 50-degree temperature? Maybe ఎన్ని నిమిషాలు అక్కడ ఉన్నావు? 10 minutes. 10 నిమిషాలు మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ కోసం 52 రోజుల. నాకు షాక్ అవుతుంది. అక్కడ ఏం చేసిందని, లోపల ఉండే మానసిక ప్రకృతి, బాహ్య ప్రకృతి. బాహ్య ప్రకృతి స్మాల్ ఫర్ మీ, ఐ ఆమ్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్. అది వివేకానంద ఛాలెంజ్. ద మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ ఈజ్ స్మాల్, ఐ ఆమ్ బిగ్గర్ దెన్ మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్. 10 minutes ఫర్ దట్ 4 years, 5 years స్ట్రగుల్. అక్కడ ఉండలేరు. ఆటోబయోగ్రఫీ రాసింది అరుణిమా సిన్హా. More than 10 minutes you will be frozen to death. But ఆ 10 minutes వెళ్ళడానికి, ఇండియన్ ఫ్లాగ్ పెట్టి తిరిగి రావడానికి వాళ్ళు ఎంత లైఫ్ కృషి చేస్తారు. 1 mistake, చెప్పింది కదా, 1 mistake is enough. But she has climbed all the 7. All young girls, either Chandrayaan or Mount Everest. Next program. ठीक है, करेंगे या मरेंगे? Do or die, you will not die. Repeat, do or die, you will not die. Do or die, you will not die. And do it now. Swami Vivekananda says, when you have energy, when you have strength, when you have the ability, do it. Not when you are jaded, when you are old, kallu kanapadavu, cholu enapadavu, BP, sugar. Appudu Bhagavad Gita chaduvite emi labham? Swaha. Ticket. ఇప్పుడు చెయ్యాలి. ఈ వయస్సులో గోళీలు ఆడడం, మొబైల్ ఫోన్లో గేమ్స్ ఆడడం కాదు. మొబైల్ ఫోన్లో గేమ్స్ ఈజీ. వెళ్ళు భువనగిరి కొండెక్కు మీతో పూర్ణతో తెలుస్తుంది. పప్పు ఉడకడం కాదు. నాట్ సీయింగ్ మౌంట్ ఎవరెస్ట్ సినిమా. climbing Mount Everest, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, and saving thousands and thousands of laborers. Mafia, how much threats must he have, how many difficulties he must have had. Child labor. Shivakasi, thousands are making your firecrackers, which we spend, which pussani egiripotu untundi. Daniki chemicals, poison, హోటల్స్లో ఇన్సల్ట్స్, దెన్ వాళ్ళకి తిరస్కారాలు, వాళ్ళందరినీ భరించి ఈయన వాళ్ళ పెయిన్ అర్థం చేసుకొని దే అలోన్ లివ్ హూ లివ్ ఫర్ అదర్స్, ద రెస్ట్ ఆర్ మోర్ డెడ్ దెన్ అలైవ్ అనే దీనికి కాశీనాథ్ గారు ఎగ్జాంపుల్. వాట్ ఏ వండర్ఫుల్ సెలబ్రేషన్ వీ హ్యాడ్. Vivekananda's blessings on all of you, Bharat Mata's blessings on all of you, and thank you Chandrasekhar ji for introducing us to Kashinath. Seva Bharati direct is one main person ikkada unnaru. Try to reach whether Nivedita school, whether it is XYZ school, go and see the village condition. Don't be just in Banjara Hills or Jubilee Hills malls. Too much అయిపోయింది. You should go and celebrate with the villagers. There Vivekananda says, go back to the villages and spread science, spread spirituality, spread culture. This is all a wonderful celebration of space science and physical science. Vivekananda is so happy today because in Ramakrishna Math scientist వచ్చి ఇస్రో గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు. ఎవరు భావించగలరండి? నమః నమః కమః అనకుండా. No, Swamiji was for a total personality, total motherhood. Science and spirituality will shake hands in Domalguda Ramakrishna Math. Not only today, in future also. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. So we go into the next part. Another two important programs. Very interesting, very inspiring. Then only you will get lunch prasadam. No choice. No choice. But two important programs time will fly when you watch that. One is a skit by our students of Human Excellence. Another is a national level playback singer has come from Bengaluru, who is a team member of Shankar Mahadevan and others. He will sing patriotic songs and Vivekananda songs for all of you, just for few minutes each. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Okay, sir is requesting me to tell you all that if I can, so you can. Everything is possible. Be positive and all the best, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, sir. And I thank the young achievers of the Swami Vivekananda Young Achievers Award. Now we will be moving forward to our cultural programs. So I request our Swamiji, our distinguished guests, to please take part in the program with the audience. First, we will be having a skit by the students and volunteers of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence. The children who are performing the skit are the Balavikas students. They come here every Sunday and get trained in yoga, and they have moral classes where we teach them values, character, and Bhagavad Gita, Vedic chanting, everything, and bhajans. Later we have bhajans. So these students come every Sunday to Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence and get trained in all the three activities. So the students of Balavikas will now be performing a skit on Swamiji's life incidents. So I request you all to please appreciate our students who have been trained for like 1 month for this program. And I also thank Deena Bandava sir, the children expert and creative director who have helped us and taught the students and who directed the drama now. I now request the students and volunteers of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence to present a skit on Swamiji's life incidents. Thank you. We request everyone to please settle down. After the skit, we have a musical performance by beautiful musicians. So now we'll start with our skit that will be performed by students and volunteers of Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence.
Hello, mic check. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Check. Hello, hello. Check. Check.
రెడీ అన్న రెడీ మీరే ఫస్ట్ స్టార్ట్.
వివేకానంద చరితం జ్ఞానపదం శక్తియుతం వివేకానంద చరితం జ్ఞానపదం శక్తియుతం వివేకానంద చరితం వివేకానంద జయ జయ వివేకానంద జయ జయ వివేకానంద జయ జయ.
Swami Vivekananda, the name of Narendra Datta, inspires many stories. Today, all of us are present here to celebrate the 162nd birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. Greetings to all of you. Let the drama begin.
స్వామి వివేకానంద వారి గురించి ఒక కథ చెప్పబోతున్నాను. స్వామీజీ చిన్నప్పటి ధైర్య సాహసాలు మనకు నిలువెల్ల స్ఫూర్తిదాయకం. అయితే ఒకరోజు స్వామీజీ ధ్యానంలో ఉన్నారట. అప్పుడు ఏం జరిగిందో తెలుసా? ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద.
స్వామి వివేకానంద సూక్తులు మనకెన్నో నిధులు. కిరీటం నా ఆదర్శం, లేచి పడుతున్నందుకు కాదు, పడినా లేచినందుకు.
जितना बड़ा संघर्ष होगा, जीत उतनी ही शानदार होगी.
The 3 golden rules of Swami Vivekananda. Who is helping you? Don't forget them. Who is loving you? Don't hate them. Who is believing you? Don't cheat them.
స్వామీజీ కళ్ళారా చూస్తే గానీ ఏది నమ్మరు. అయితే ఈ కథలో ఏం జరిగిందో చూద్దాం.
Yeah!
ఒరే పిల్లలు ఏం చేస్తున్నారా? ఆ చెట్టు మీద ఒక బ్రహ్మ రాక్షసు ఉంది.
తాతయ్య బ్రహ్మరాక్షస్ ఏం చేస్తుంది?
మిమ్మల్ని పట్టుకొని పీక్కొని తింటుందిరా. అయ్యో నా తోటంతా పాడు చేస్తారు ఈ పిల్లలు. ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పి పంపించేయాలి.
ఒరే నరేన్, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా? ఇక్కడ ఉన్న బ్రహ్మరాక్షసు నిన్ను పీక్కొని తింటుందిరా. లే, ఒకవేళ బ్రహ్మరాక్షసు ఉంటే నన్ను ఇప్పుడే తినేయాలి కదరా. తాతయ్య మీకు అబద్ధం చెప్పాడు.
భయం మనల్ని ఎంతలా పట్టి పీడిస్తుందంటే మనం బ్రతికి ఉన్న శవంలా చచ్చి పడిపోతాం. ధైర్యంగా విషయాలను తెలుసుకుంటే మనమే సాహసాలు చేస్తాం. కల్లారా చూస్తే సరిపోతుందని స్వామీజీ నిరూపించారు.
స్వామి వివేకానంద సూక్తులు మనకెన్నో సువర్ణాక్షరాలు. నీ వెనకేముందో నీ ముందేముందో నీకు అనవసరం. నీలో ఏముందో అనేది నీకు ముఖ్యం.
आप वो है जो आपने सोच नहीं बनाया है, इसलिए आप यह ध्यान रखिए कि आप क्या सोचते हैं.
One's own practice is worth of 1,000 pounds in the theory.
Everything is easy when you are busy. Nothing is easy when you are lazy. Swamiji has proved another story. Let's get into another story.
Excuse me. Yes. Can you please take me over there?
Oh, I need money. Ha ha ha.
Actually, I don't have money. So can you please help me with that?
No, I can't help you.
That's okay. Thank you.
After 7 days, Swamiji has finished his meditation. Swamiji, yes? We were observing you from 7 days. Please join with us. We'll take you at the shore.
Jai Ramakrishna.
హైలో హైలెసా హైలెస్సో హైలో హైలెసా ఓహో
చాలా చిన్న పనైనా సవ్యంగా చేస్తే మంచి ఫలితాలు లభిస్తాయని స్వామీజీ చెప్పాడు. जिस दिन आपके सामने कोई समस्या ना आए, आप समझ लो कि आप गलत रास्ते पर जा रहे हैं.
ఫలితం గురించి ఎంత శ్రద్ధ చూపిస్తావో ఆ ఫలితం పొందడానికి ఉపయోగించే పద్ధతుల్లో కూడా అంతే శ్రద్ధను చూపించాలి. ఒకసారి స్వామీజీ కాశీకి వెళ్ళారు. అప్పుడు ఒక పెద్ద కోతుల గుంపు వెంబడించిందంట. అప్పుడు ఏం జరిగిందో తెలుసా? ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
ఎందుకు పరిగెడుతున్నావు? భయపడుతున్నంత కాలం భయపడుతూనే ఉంటావు. పోరాడు, పోరాడు.
This is the inspiration of Swamiji. If we get scared, everything will scare us. But if we face the brutes, nothing can scare us.
జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద. ఎన్నో దేశాలు ఎన్నెన్నో ప్రయోజనాత్మక ప్రసంగాలు చేసి ప్రపంచ పటాన భారతీయ సత్సాంప్రదాయ ధర్మ మార్గాలను ప్రభావితం చేసి స్వదేశం చేరిన స్వామీజీని తన శిష్యులందరూ తామే గుర్రాలుగా మారి చేతులతో రథాన్ని మోసిన సందర్భం మనందరికీ కన్నుల పండుగ. జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి.
ఓ యువత, మేలుకో, నిద్ర నుండి మేలుకో, గమ్యం చేరేంత వరకు విశ్రమించకండి.
One's own practice is a worth of education is filling of education is not filling of a life, a lightning of a fire.
जब तक आप खुद पर विश्वास नहीं करते तब तक आप भगवान पर विश्वास नहीं कर सकते.
బద్ధకమే అసలైన పాపం, అదే పేదరికానికి కారణం.
జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద.
స్వామి వివేకానందుల వారి జ్ఞాన బోధనలు,
శ్రీ రామకృష్ణ పరమహంసల వారి ఆశీస్సులు,
శ్రీ శారదామాత అనుగ్రహముతో స్వామి వివేకానందుల వారు
ఈ భారతవనిలోని యువతీ యువకులందరినీ
సన్మార్గంలో నడిపిస్తూనే ఉన్నారు.
162 సంవత్సరాల సుదీర్ఘ తాత్విక ఆధ్యాత్మిక అమృతవాహిని స్వామి వివేకానంద జీవితం. ఎన్నో వసంతాలు ప్రపంచ నలుదిక్కుల విద్యార్థిని విద్యార్థులను యువకులను సన్మార్గ చిత్తులను కావించ ఎన్నో అమృతాక్షర రూపాలు, మరెన్నో గ్రంథ సూక్తులు, అనంతమైన జ్ఞానబోధనలు ఈ జగత్తు వ్యాప్తమై తేజోమయమై అరిషడ్ వర్గాలను తన ఆధీనంలోకే తెచ్చుకోవాలని ప్రసారం చేస్తూ సనాతన ధర్మం వర్ధిల్లాలి అని ఆయన చూపిన వారి జీవితం మనకందరికీ ఆదర్శం. జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద, జయ జయ హో స్వామి వివేకానంద. జై హింద్.
జై రామకృష్ణ. మనందరినీ ఇప్పటిదాకా అలరించిన ఈ చిన్నారుల స్కిట్ వివేకానందుడి జీవితంలోని అనేక ఘట్టాలను తీసుకొని చాలా ఆసక్తికరంగా మనల్ని అందరినీ మరిపించేలాగా స్ఫూర్తిదాయక ఘట్టాలని మనకు ప్రజెంట్ చేశారు. అది ఈ స్కిట్ డైరెక్టర్ పాపం ఆయన స్క్రిప్ట్ మొత్తం ఆయన రాసుకున్నారు. మనం చాలా తక్కువ హెల్ప్ చేసిన పూర్తి బాధ్యతలన్నీ మీద వేసుకొని మిస్టర్ దీనబాంధవ ఒకసారి పైకి రండి మీరు. దీనబాంధవ రేడియో జాకీ, అలాగే చిల్డ్రన్ థియేటర్ స్పెషలిస్ట్. ఆయన ఇలాంటి స్కిట్స్ చాలా బీసీ ఎస్సీ ఎస్టీ హాస్టల్స్లో చేశారు. వెరీ క్రియేటివ్ పర్సనాలిటీ. మన రామకృష్ణ మఠం వాలంటీర్ కూడా.
ముందుగా విచ్చేసిన విద్యార్థులకు, యువకులకు స్వామీజీ అనుగ్రహం మనందరిపైన ఉండి ఈ 162వ జయంతి ఉత్సవాన్ని మనందరం జరుపుకుంటున్నాం. మీ అందరికీ కూడా జాతీయ యువజనోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఇంత చక్కటి అవకాశాన్ని రామకృష్ణ మఠం నాకు ఇచ్చినందుకు నేను సదా రుణపడి ఉంటాను. ఇక్కడే నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ నేర్చుకోవడానికి వచ్చాను. ఒకసారి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఈ స్టేజ్లో అక్కడ కూర్చొని ఉన్నాను, ఆ మూలలో. అప్పుడు అనుకున్నాను, నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడలేను, ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ ఫర్ మీ బికాజ్ ఐఎమ్ ఏ ఫెయిల్యూర్ ఇన్ 10th class. సో వెన్ ఐ డిసైడెడ్ దట్ I have to do something for the Ramakrishna Matham. So definitely I stand there, I definitely serve my service for the society and children. So then Swamiji has given a wonderful opportunity. Swami, thank you so much for your blessings. Thank you so much.
మీ అందరి తరఫున, రామకృష్ణ మఠం తరఫున, నా తరఫున భగవాన్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఈయనకి కుటుంబానికి, మళ్ళీ మా పిల్లలకి కూడా మంచి ఆరోగ్యం అని, శక్తి ఇచ్చి, టైం ఇచ్చి, ఎంత దూరం నుంచి ప్రతిరోజు ఉప్పల్ నుంచి వచ్చి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయించి ప్రాక్టీస్ మేక్స్ ఎ మ్యాన్ పర్ఫెక్ట్, దీనికి నిదర్శనం. బట్ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ఎ రెగ్యులర్ ప్రాక్టీస్, సిన్సియర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అండ్ మెథాడికల్ ప్రాక్టీస్. నెగటివ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ కూడా ప్రాక్టీసే, గొంతు కోయడం కూడా ప్రాక్టీసే, సైబర్ క్రైము ప్రాక్టీసే, దొంగ పనులు ప్రాక్టీసే, ఫెయిల్ అవ్వడము ప్రాక్టీసే. బట్ వాట్ ఈజ్ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ ది నేషన్, వాట్ ఈజ్ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ ది సొసైటీ, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ విదిన్, దట్ ఆల్ మేక్స్ ఎ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డిఫరెన్స్. సో దీనబాంధవ, వీఆర్ వెరీ, వాట్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ నేమ్, దీనబాంధవ. వాళ్ళ అమ్మగారికి కృతజ్ఞతలు చెప్పుకోవాలి పేరు పెట్టినందుకు. రియల్ దీనబాంధవ ఒక్కరోజు కూడా ఏమిది లేకుండా ప్రతిరోజు 6 నుంచి 7:30 వరకు గత 1 నెల నుంచి సెలక్షన్ చేసుకొని, ఆదివారాలు వచ్చి చేసుకొని, మా పిల్లలు కొంచెం తెలుసు కదా, వాళ్ళు వేరే లైఫ్లో అన్ని కట్టిపెట్టి డిసిప్లిన్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు చక్కటి డ్రామా, మేబీ వన్ డే దే మే బికమ్ గుడ్ enlightened citizens with that skill that he has sparked in their heart. May God bless all of them. May move on to the next without wasting time. I know where your mind is. There also, my mind also is there. That is called Madhya Pradesh. So we move on to music. Vivekananda was a master musician. He was not just a speaker. The first contact between Sri Ramakrishna and young Narendra was through music, not through lectures or meditation. Because Narendra by that time he was a stalwart classical Hindustani musician. రాయ్పూర్లో వెళ్ళి నేర్చుకున్నాడు. 8వ తరగతి అబ్బాయి. వాళ్ళ నాన్నగారికి మ్యూజిక్ మీద చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండింది విశ్వనాథ్ దత్తాకి. రాయ్పూరు, లక్నో అదంతా ఘరానా, ఇట్స్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ స్టైల్. వివేకానంద అక్కడ వేసాడు. అట్లీస్ట్ ఆ రెస్ట్లెస్నెస్, ఇది తగ్గుతుంది అని, ఎనర్జీ ఫ్లో అవుతుంది అని నేర్చుకున్నారు. అండ్ ఫర్ యువర్ కైండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, ఎప్పుడైతే వివేకానందుడు పాడేవాడో, అంటే నరేంద్రుడిగా పాడేవాడో, విత్ ఇన్ సెకండ్స్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ పరమహంస యూస్ టు గో ఇన్ టు సమాధి. మళ్ళీ గంట సేపు పట్టేది ఆయన మనస్సుని మళ్ళీ శరీరం దగ్గర. అంత శక్తి, అంత మాధుర్యమైన కంఠంతో వివేకానంద పాడేవారు. గజల్స్ పాడేవారు, భజన్స్ పాడేవారు. లాస్ట్ డే మీరా భజన్ పాడుతూ కళ్ళు మూసుకున్నాడు ఆయన. అంత సంగీత ప్రియుడు ఆయన. సంగీతం మీద వివేకానంద రాసిన ఒక పుస్తకం వంగ భాషలో ఇప్పటికి కూడా అథారిటీ ఫర్ హిందుస్థానీ క్లాసికల్ మ్యూజిక్. అదెందుకు రాశాడు? బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్మాల్ బిఫోర్ ది అరేంజ్, ఐఎమ్ కమింగ్ టు ది పాయింట్. హీ వాజ్ ఎ హెడ్ మాస్టర్ ఇన్ ఎ స్కూల్ ఫర్ 30 rupees salary. దట్ వాజ్ ది మ్యాక్సిమం దట్ వివేకానంద గాట్. నరేంద్ర 30 rupees salary. ఒకరోజు క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని ఉంటే వాళ్ళ జూనియర్ క్లాస్మేట్ వచ్చాడు. నరేన్ మా అమ్మ నాన్న అడుక్కుంటున్నారు, ఒక్క మెతుకు కూడా ఇంట్లో లేదు, అలిసిపోతున్నారు, వాళ్ళు అనావృష్టితో చచ్చిపోతున్నారు, ఏమైనా సహాయం చేయి నాకు. ఆల్రెడీ స్వామీజీ ఈజ్ పువర్, 30 రూపాయల జీతంతో ఇంకేం చేసేది, ఒక పని చేస్తానని చెప్పి వితిన్ 24 hours he wrote a book on the intonations of Hindustani vocal music in the name of Narendranath Datta. 3వ రోజుకి ప్రింట్ చేయించి ఆ పుస్తకాలు అమ్మి ఆ ఫ్రెండ్కి ధన సహాయం చేశాడు నరేంద్రుడు. The original book we found out, and our Bengali publication house in Kolkata called Udbodhan has republished the book in the name of Narendranath Datta only, not in the name of Vivekananda, to show his authority. That is the beginning of Hindustani classical music. అది అయిన తర్వాత వివేకానంద ఒక అద్భుతమైన పాట రాశారు, సంధ్య ఆరతి పాట. తన గురువు శ్రీరామకృష్ణులు ఏమేమి అర్థం చేసుకున్నాడో 5 yearsలో అవన్నీ బయోగ్రఫీ రాయలేదు, ఒక స్పీచ్ కూడా ఇవ్వలేకపోయాడు వివేకానంద. అయితే లాస్ట్ డేస్లో ఒక పెద్ద పాట రాసి అది ఘనకార్యం చేసి ఒక కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ చేశాడు రామకృష్ణ మఠానికి. ఫ్రమ్ 1898 టిల్ టుడే అండ్ అనదర్ 1500 years, the same song, the same tune, the same time is sung in all 300 centers of Ramakrishna order. మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నా, సేమ్ సాంగ్ సేమ్ ట్యూన్. ఎవరు ట్యూన్ వేశారు ఆ పాటకి? వివేకానందుల వారే ట్యూన్ వేశారు. ఎవరు తాళం వేశారు దానికి? వివేకానందులే వేశారు. జప్తాళ్ అంటారు హిందుస్థానీ క్లాసికల్ మ్యూజిక్. అది క్రిస్టియన్ ఆర్గన్స్ క్యాథలిక్ చర్చ్లో ఆయన వివేకానంద విన్నారు. క్లైమాక్స్కి వెళుతుంది అది. ధె లంగ రంగ భంగ భాజే అంగ సంగ మృదంగ. పదప్రయోగం చూడండి. జాగృతమవ్వాలి ఆ భక్తి, నాంబి భక్తి ఉండకూడదు, ప్రసాద భక్తులు అవ్వకూడదు. ధె లంగ ఒత్తి ఒత్తి చెప్పాలంట, రజోగుణం పెరగాలంట, జాగృతం అవ్వాలి సాత్విక గుణంతో, తమో గుణంతో కాదు. ధె లంగ రంగ భంగ భాజే అంగ సంగ మృదంగ గాయచ చంద భకత వృంద ఆరతి తుమార్ అని పాడుతూ ఉంటే రోమాంచం అవుతుంది. గాయచ చంద ఎవరు పాడుతుంది? భకత వృంద ఆరతి తుమార్. హే ప్రభు, నీ ఆరతి పాడుతున్నామయ్యా, కృప చూపించు. ఖండన భవబంధన జగవందన వందితుమాయ్. ప్రాణార్పణ జగత తారణ కృంతన కలిడోర్. ఇట్స్ ఎ సాంస్క్రిటైజ్డ్ బెంగాలీ. త్యాగీశ్వర హే నరవర, ప్రాణార్పణ జగత తారణ సంపద తవ శ్రీపద. అదన్నీ రామకృష్ణుల లక్షణాలు. పుట్ ఇన్ టు ఏ సాంగ్ ఆఫ్ 14 couplets. ప్రతిరోజు పాడతాం అదే రాగం. మళ్ళా ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్, వెరీ పవర్ఫుల్. ఎవరెవరికి అవి వినాలి అనే ఇది ఉందో, ఆడియో ఉంది, యూట్యూబ్లో ఉంటుంది. బట్ యూ కెన్ కమ్ హియర్. 6:45 అంటే 6:45, మళ్ళీ 6:46 కూడా కాదు. స్వామీజీ ఆజ్ఞ అది. సంధ్యా ఆరతి, సంధ్యా సమయం. సూర్యుడు అస్తమిస్తున్నాడు. ఇక్కడ పంచమహాభూతాల్ని రామకృష్ణ పరమహంసకి ఆఫర్ చేస్తాం. దట్ ఈస్ ద సిస్టమ్ ఇన్ అవర్ సాధన. సో ఆ మ్యూజిక్ మళ్ళీ రీక్రియేట్ చేయాలి. సంగీతం ద్వారా వివేకానంద సందేశం కూడా గ్రామాల్లో వెళ్ళాలి, మా పట్టణాల్లో వెళ్ళాలి. సంగీత ప్రియులు ఉంటారు. కొంతమందికి లెక్చర్స్ ఇష్టం, కొంతమందికి పాటలు ఇష్టం. బట్ పాటలు అందరికీ ఇష్టం. సినిమా పాటలు కావచ్చు, మీరు బాత్రూమ్ సింగర్స్ కావచ్చు, లేక మీరు ఎవరు లేనప్పుడు పాడుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, సో అలాగ వెరైటీస్ ఉంటారు. బట్ ఇప్పుడు జరిగేది భజన్ రూపంలో, మంచి పేట్రియాటిక్ సాంగ్స్ రూపంలో. ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్ ఆన్ స్టేజ్ అవర్ గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అండ్ ప్లేబ్యాక్ సింగర్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ సినిమా అండ్ ఇండియన్ మ్యూజిక్, కార్తిక్ రామన్ ఫ్రమ్ బెంగళూరు. And Karthik Raman, he will be accompanied on the tabla by our volunteer and student of VIHE, Anirudh Sharma. Anirudh Sharma came from a school in 9th standard and got stuck up here. He never went back again. Every week he used to come and finished psychology. He got a gold medal in Chinmaya Vidyalaya in Kochi, and he is a wonderful. I'm not praising him, I'm giving you an ideal of modern youth. He combines the ancient puja traditions of India with the modern science. Modern boy, young man. పూజలు చేస్తాడు, హోమం చేస్తాడు, పూజలు సపరేట్గా నేర్చుకున్నాడు, మంత్రదీక్ష తీసుకున్నాడు. అలాంటి అనిరుద్ శర్మ who came for 9th standard with his master singer also, is a musician also. అతను తబలా మీద కంపెనీ చేస్తాడు. కార్తిక్ రామన్, we got introduced through Anirudh Sharma. Okay, just a note about Karthik Raman from Bengaluru. Okay. Yes, Karthik Raman is a singer and a composer who looks at music without boundaries. He tries to explore music in as many ways as possible. His venture Amol Vani too is an endeavor to bring back ancient Indian wisdom in fun song avatar to the new generation. Apart from releasing his indie music, he also sings and tours with Padma Shri Shankar Mahadevan and Shri Hariharanji, the topmost singers of the country today. So he is with us. Thank you, Karthik, for coming all the way from Bengaluru on our invitation. And during the COVID time, Anirudh Sharma was in his room, Karthik Raman was in his room in Bengaluru, but they used to combine together and utilize technology for bhajans and wonderful music, which he will sing today, and it is there in our YouTube channel also. That is the power of technology. Somewhere synchronize avvalu malla. Ananta adbhutamaina వ్యక్తులు వీడిద్దరు. Very happy that young musicians are coming back to light and take the country forward. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Over to Karthik Raman. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. Namaskaram to everybody. Namaskaram. Now it feels like you are not hungry enough. Okay. See, I know most of you are hungry. We'll just take 2 minutes to set up the sound, because for the right thing to reach, we need the right medium, right? So without this medium, it's a little difficult to reach the last person in the auditorium. So we'll just take those couple of minutes, and by the time my brother from another mother, Anirudh, is setting up the tabla, I'd actually like to say that Swamiji, you don't have to thank, really, it's such a blessing that you thought of me to, come here and sing whatever I can in front of the youth of Bharat. And today being the National Youth Day, I think it's truly amazing how our country is progressing in such a beautiful manner, and to see so many amazing students in the school uniform. I can remember my early days of school, where we also used to go and sit in auditoriums and listen to beautiful music, or a lot of people giving the life wisdom how Swamiji gives us. So we should thank you so much, Swamiji. Then I will definitely try to feed the soul with good music. Like you all know, nowadays this amazing viral infections are roaming around, so pardon a little bit of my voice today, but I will definitely try to. Can I little bit of my voice in monitor? Check. Yeah, this is good. Can you increase HF little bit? And you can actually cut the lowers a bit. Yeah. Hey, don't worry, this is not the LHS equal to RHS, all the kids. This is not that LFHF. Okay, a little bit of technical words. You might feel, hey, this we did in our maths class. LHS equal to RHS. So by the time he's setting this up, I'll start with a small shloka.
हम हरे ओम, ठीक है, हाँ, ओम।
थोड़ा रिवर्ब भी मेरे को इसमें, लिटिल रिवर्ब ऑल्सो मॉनिटर्स में थोड़ा सा। ओम गम गणपतये नमः।
तबला
हाँ
ऑन है ना, नहीं आ रहा ना। इसमें थोड़ा मॉनिटर में।
Our perfectionist Anirudh, like Swami ji rightly said, थोड़ा सा
हाँ
हाँ
ठीक है।
सरस्वती नमस्तु वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा, सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। The first bhajan is, I'm sure you all know, Prabhu Ramakrishna Padasharana Jivana. I'll try to. Anirudh will also be joining, is the Harfan Maula. He's joining on the tabla as well as singing with me. And you also please sing along with us. प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार, रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार, रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार। त्रास जराचर छारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। You can give us the rhythm. तेज दीप्त तव स्थिर कंठरव, तेज दीप्त तव स्थिर कंठरव, तेज दीप्त तव स्थिर कंठरव, तेज दीप्त तव स्थिर कंठरव। अभीरभी मंत्र प्रचारी, अभी मंत्र प्रचारी। नाशि भवामय दियवरा भय, नाशि भवामय दियवरा भय। निर्भय कर नर नारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी। ba da 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 ni ba 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 ma ba 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 ma ba ba ma ba 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 ma ba ba ma ba ba ma ba da 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 ni ba ni ba ma ba ni ba ma ba ga ma re ओ गावे किंचन तव गुण कीर्तन 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 करो कृपा नयने निहारी करो कृपा नयने निहारी गावे किंचन तव गुण कीर्तन गावे किंचन तव गुण कीर्तन करो कृपा नयने निहारी करो कृपा नयने निहारी दीज पराश्रय दीन दयामय दीज पराश्रय दीन दयामय अपार करुणा भयहारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार रुद्र अवतार भैरव हुंकार त्रास चराचर चारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी प्रभु राम कृष्ण पद शरण जीवन जय विवेकानंद नामधारी See, with all this, like I said, no virality, not the social media virality. मेरे मन की बात समझ गए, मेरे गले की आवाज़ सुन के इनको लग गया कि आई नीड दिस वार्म वाटर. थैंक यू सो मच. तो ये मन की बात समझना भी एक इट्स आई थिंक टू रीच फ्रॉम हार्ट टू हार्ट. दैट्स व्हाट म्यूजिक डज. आई ट्रूली फील दैट म्यूजिक हैज़ द पावर टू कनेक्ट deep within directly, even if we don't know the words. So many times we listen to music, we don't know the lyrics, but it touches our heart. It can make us emotional, it can make us cry, it can make us laugh, it can make us happy. So that's the power of music. Truly the power of music is unimaginable. My brother Anirudh will be presenting a small.
I had just few days back presented it and Swamiji had liked it. This is Paran. So Paran is the language of Pakhavaj. Paran, that is in praise of, in stuti of Swami Vivekananda. So it's in Bangla, but I'm sure we can follow little bit Bangla. So
even if we don't, it will reach our hearts, Anirudh. It's okay.
So, Swami Vivekananda, see, personally, he is my inspiration. Because of him, I have started learning Pakhavaj. Because of him, I have started somewhat in some way connecting with the inner self. So he is the beginning and end for me. And to be able to express that in the instrument that he loved, Pakhavaj, and little bit translates to tabla also, I am very fortunate to present. So it's a paran in Chautal. Jaya 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 Vivekananda Kata Gadigana Baje Mridanga Ramakrishna Charane Sthan Dha Did Tak Dik Takran Janani Saroda Kare Inkaruna Dhage Ne Tage Ne Kata Thunnana Nab Roop Thare Vedo Vedanta Jaya 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 Vivekananda Dhere 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 Kit Tak Jagat Shobhai Pore Geche Tak Dhagir Tak Dhagir Tak Dha Kat Kat Jagater Maje Notun Bharot Dam Biro Diro Shanto Jaya 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 Vivekananda Dha Din Dhage Dha Tit Kata Shivo Gyane Jeev Pujar Devota Dit Tera Kit Dhagit Takdim Amrita Putro Ke Unai Dhakit Dhakit Kata Gadigana Kradinda Tala Chande Vivekanande Kori Pranam Kradinda Kori Pranam Kradinda Kori Pranam Kradinda Kori Pranam Dhe de langa ranga bhanga baje anga sanga mridanga dhe de langa ranga bhanga baje anga sanga mridanga गाय छे छंद भगत वृंद आरती तोमार गाय छे छंद भगत वृंद आरती तोमार जय जय आरती तोमार हर हर आरती तोमार शिव शिव आरती तोमार Beautiful stuti of Swamiji. So, one song I will also present, Kartik. So, this is my favorite. Swamiji has introduced me to this, and I'm sure many of us will know. Murta Maheshwara Jwala Bhaskara. नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे मूर्तमहेश्वरमुज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममर नरवन्द्यं मूर्तमहेश्वरमुज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममर नरवन्द्यं वन्दे वेदतनुमुच्छितगर्हित काञ्चनकामिनि बन्धम् वन्दे वेदतनुमुच्छितगर्हित काञ्चनकामिनि बन्धम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमुज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममर नरवन्द्यम् कोटिभानुकरदीप्तसिंहमहो कोटिभानुकरदीप्तसिंहमहो कटितटकौपीणवन्तं कोटिभानुकरदीप्तसिंहमहो कटितटकौपीणवन्तम् अभिरभिहुङ्कारनादितदिङ्मुख प्रचण्डताण्डवनृत्यम् अभिरभिहुङ्कारनादितदिङ्मुख प्रचण्डताण्डवनृत्यम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमुज्ज्वल भास्कर मीष्टममर नरवन्द्यम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमोज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् भुक्तिमुक्तिकृपाकटाक्षप्रेक्षणम् अगदलविदलनदाक्षम् भुक्तिमुक्तिकृपाकटाक्षप्रेक्षणम् अगदलविदलनदाक्षम् बालचन्द्रधरबिन्दुवन्द्यमिह नौमि गुरुविवेकानन्दम् बालचन्द्रधरबिन्दुवन्द्यमिह नौमि गुरुविवेकानन्दम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमोज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमोज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् वन्दे वेदतनुमुज्झितगर्हित काञ्चनकामिनि बन्धम् वन्दे वेदतनुमुज्झितगर्हित काञ्चनकामिनि बन्धम् मूर्तमहेश्वरमोज्ज्वल भास्करमीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् मीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् मीष्टममरनरवन्द्यम् One Namavali, if you'll repeat.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सभी गाइए.
Please repeat. विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
सद्गुरु स्वामी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
वीर सन्यासी विवेकानंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम शरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
शत प्रणाम चरणारविंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा
विवेकानंदा विवेकानंदा. Not that much hungry, no? We can take some more time. Oh, I can't hear. Oh, see, you have to say yes, so that if I was in Bangalore, how loud can you say it should be heard in Bangalore? Can you all listen to us some more time? Ah, this yes is good. This is a good yes. Okay. See the next bhajan. So the next bhajan, again with the blessings of Swamiji, like he was telling during the pandemic times. Dhanyavad. during the time of pandemic, everybody was, locked in their houses. But again, the beauty of music is that when people collaborate and we put out the music for everybody to listen, that joy is so beautiful. And Swamiji gave us that opportunity. So he called me one day, this beautiful bhajan is there, Karthik, Chaitanya Dev ki seva karo. So can you do it in your style? I said, I will try, Swamiji. So I tried to compose a new melody, a new composition for this beautiful bhajan, Chaitanya Dev ki seva karo. So we are going to present that, composed by me, and we had done it together during COVID. We collaborated and we put it out. So this bhajan. चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। घट घट पूरण एक निरंजन, घट घट पूरण एक निरंजन, घट घट पूरण एक निरंजन, घट घट पूरण एक निरंजन। द्वैत भाव सब दूर निवारो, द्वैत भाव सब दूर निवारो। चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। रेगा रेगा पगरे ससनी पपमा रेगा सनी सग पम 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 मदन मम मनी नी रब मद पम गरे ग ग ग ग ग नी रे मामा नी रे ग ग नी रे मामा नी रे ग ग नी रे मामा नी रे ग ग नी रे मामा ग रे ग रे ग रे नी रे सा 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 रे सा सा नी रे सा 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 नी रे सा सा ध नी रे 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 ग 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 रे मामा 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 प म प ब ब ब म ब ब म द द म ब प म नी म द द म ब ब म द नी 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 दा 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 नी दा 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 नी दा दा नी दा दा नी रे रे नी दा दा नी गा नी दा रे दा 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 नी नी म द द म ब ब ग म म रे ग ग नी रे सा हृदय अंदर मंदिर माही, हृदय अंदर मंदिर माही। जगमग ज्योत जगे उजियारो, जगमग ज्योत जगे उजियारो, चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो, चैतन्य देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। प्रेम पुष्प से पूजन कीजे, 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 मन दीपक धर ध्यान विचारो, 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 ब्रह्मानंद उलट सुरती को, ब्रह्मानंद 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 सुरती को, ब्रह्मानंद उलट सुरती को, ब्रह्मानंद उलट सुरती को, कर दर्शन भव बंधन टारो, कर दर्शन भव बंधन टारो, चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो, चेतन देव की सेवा करो नर, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो, जन्म सफल हो जाए तुम्हारो। See, today is National Youth Day, right? And we are talking about all the energy of Bharat, the energy of this beautiful country, such diverse, such amazing, where every 100 meters, food, language, dresses, everything changes, but one thing that doesn't change is, our heart. Hamari jo man hai na, it never changes. The Bharatiyata in us never changes. So, एक बार जोर से बोलेंगे भारत माता की, क्या बात है. With this same energy, I want you to give me the rhythm for the next song throughout. With this same energy, okay? Okay. This song is all about our beautiful country, and I want you to sing this song along with me. Beach mein I'll give you a little bit of cue. You also sing along. Very simple, not very difficult. So thoda sa we'll have a little bit of ek masti with all of you and with Anirudh bhai. Please join us. Aha. अरे सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। विद मी, सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। हिंदुस्तानी हमने कहा है, तुम भी कहो। हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो। विद मी, वो योर टर्न, वो वन मोर टाइम। हिंदुस्तानी, हिंदुस्तानी, ओ हिंदुस्तानी। क्या बात है। You know, if there was a scoreboard here, I would have given you 99.98%. But you want that 0.02 also? Then you have to sing a little more with me, okay? Ready? Amazing. मतलब this is like Tendulkar hitting a 6. क्या बात है। थोड़ा second level, should we do a little medium level also? Ready? Okay. You have to listen carefully, huh? अभी 0.02 is coming your way. थोड़ा और one more step should we do? Should we go ahead? Okay. क्या बात है। You get 100 on 100 for this यार। क्या बात है। अरे सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। One more time. सुनो गौर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी। हमने कहा है, तुम भी कहो। हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो। विद मी, हिंदुस्तानी, 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 ओ हिंदुस्तानी, 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 हिंदुस्तान, हिंदुस्तानी, हिंदुस्तानी, हिंदुस्तान, हिंदुस्तान, on 100 for this amazing audience here. Bolo Bharat Mata ki! Thank you so much. Your energy is really Jai! Thank you so much for singing with us, dancing with us, giving us the rhythm. You know, that's why I always believe, you know, that music is such a medium that can just connect through and through, because the first breath that we take, you know, is with the heartbeat. Usi mein beat hai to life mein rhythm ke bina nothing can work.
Karthik was asking me if there is somebody to play harmonium, if there is somebody else. They don't need, everybody is here.
Yes, now I realize why Anirudh says, "Arey, no need, koi harmonium nahi chahiye," because you guys are the harmonium for us, the harmony that we create. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the beautiful and the soulful performance. I request our Adhyaksha Maharaj to present a small token of affection from our side to Karthik Raman sir and Anirudh Sharma sir.
అబ్బా ఇప్పుడు వదులుతారండి మమ్మల్ని. Now one question to all of you, mainly students. We have given you a total package of Vivekananda's message, yes or no? Whatever he wanted was on stage and on the road also. From 8 o'clock we were working. Number one, choice. You saw two powerful minds of India from the science and technology, ISRO. They took you to Chandrayaan and brought you back. And everybody wanted to become an astronaut or a ISRO scientist, forgetting China camp in Andhra, Telangana. Number two choice. What is the number two choice? Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, cycling from Ladakh to Kanyakumari, adventure, conquering external nature, and doing seva, Chaitanya Devaki seva. Kashinath ji and Seva Bharati did that. There also you got inspiration. I will climb Mount Everest in my dream today. Is it not? That is also a choice. External nature, internal nature. Now, itna bada bhajan kiya. Now everybody will say, I will start singing in my room when nobody is there. ఎవరు లేనప్పుడు పాడితే బాగుంటుంది కదా, అప్పుడు రాళ్ళు వేశారు. So now what will you become? Scientist or mountaineer or a musician? Or you will go and sleep in the house today? How many scientists after today's celebration? ఎంతమంది విజ్ఞానులు? 1 2 3 4 5 4.5 అంటే సగమే ఎత్తారనమాట. గేట్ కీపర్ జాబ్ కూడా దొరకదు. గేట్ కీపర్ జాబ్ కూడా ఇవ్వరు, లోపలికి వెళ్ళి మునిగిపోవాలి. ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ వెన్ సార్ అనిల్ భరద్వాజ్ వాజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ 5 days, that crucial period, no sleep. No sleep. They put sleep to sleep. Thousands of scientists from Ahmedabad, from Hassan, from ISRO, from Bengaluru, here and there monitoring, and the world is watching. ఈ ఇండియన్ బ్రెయిన్స్ ఏం చేస్తుందో చూస్తాం. He said nobody slept. By rotation they were working. Many women, great scientists were women, technologists were women. How they sacrificed their personal comfort take India to the highest plane. You saw Germany praising, America is stunned. All countries are closing their mouth now. Bharat Mata ki jai. Bharat Vignanam ki. Yes. సో సైంటిస్ట్గా తయారవ్వాలి. ఏదో ఐటీ కూర్చొని ఏదో వంకాయ పులుసు చేసుకొని ఏమి లాభం ఉంది ఎవరికి? నీ కుర్మా కర్మ చపాతీలు రుబ్బాలంతే. ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ గురించి చెప్పారు, దాని డేంజర్ గురించి చెప్పారు. అదే తెలిసిపోయింది. వన్ మదర్ కిల్లింగ్ హర్ 4-year-old son who is an artificial intelligence CEO. What is sad state? Values, values, values. When Murthy Garu was speaking about, I could feel the vedana of a scientist, the feeling of a scientist. Be careful, saudhan, saudhan, saudhan. It can become Brahmastra. Brahmastra. Arjuna knew how to use Brahmastra. He knew how to take it back also. Ashwatthama knew how to use Brahmastra. He did not know how to take it back. That is why he was cursed for life. మన చేతిలో బ్రహ్మాస్త్రం ఇస్తున్నారు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అనేది. వాల్యూస్తో దాన్ని రెస్ట్రెయిన్ చేయండి, బ్రేక్ వేయడం నేర్చుకోండి. ప్రధానమంత్రి ఆల్సో మెన్షన్ దిస్, నరేంద్ర మోదీ. దే మేడ్ ఏ క్లోన్ ఆఫ్ మీ త్రూ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ప్లేయింగ్ భాంగ్రా ఇన్ గుజరాత్, దర్బా ఇన్ గుజరాత్. హీ వాజ్ స్టండ్. ఎప్పుడైనా నేను వెళ్ళాను గుజరాత్కి, ఎప్పుడు నేను భాంగ్రా దర్బా ఆడాను, గర్భా డ్యాన్స్. ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ని కూడా అలా చేసేస్తే ఇంక నువ్వు నేనెవరు? జాగ్రత్త జాగ్రత్త, ఇంట్లో దొంగలు వస్తున్నారు. బీ కేర్ఫుల్. అండ్ వాల్యూస్, ఆ వాల్యూస్ రావాలంటే వారానికి ఒకసారి రామకృష్ణ మఠకి రావాలి. దిస్ విల్ బి ప్యూరిఫైయింగ్ ఏజెంట్, రిఫైనరీ ఫర్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఆల్ రైట్, దెన్ యూ విల్ నో హౌ యూ క్యాన్ యూజ్ టెక్నాలజీ ఫర్ national development. Then we have seen challenges, mountaineering, cycling, social seva, Chaitanya Devaki seva. దాంట్లో ఒక మాట రాశారు, పాట ఇప్పుడే హిందీ పాట, 17th century రాసిన పాట. ఘట్ ఘట్ పూరణ ఏక నిరంజన ద్వైత భావ సబ దూర నివారో. ఎవరయ్యా నువ్వు? మీరందరూ ఎవరు? ఘట. యు ఆర్ ఎ పాట్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద పాట్? ఏక నిరంజన్, వన్ కాన్షియస్నెస్. बियॉन्ड जाति, बियॉन्ड कुलम, बियॉन्ड शरीरम, बियॉन्ड लिंगम. एक निरंजन. सो क्या होता है? एक निरंजन अनुभव करने से द्वैत भाव सब दूर निवारो. द्वैत भावालने तोलगिपोताయి. We become one family. Whether somebody in Kashmir, whether somebody in Kanyakumari, whether somebody in Palamur or whether somebody in Patna, no problem. I belong to the whole nation. द्वैत भाव सब दूर निवारो, चेतन देव की सेवा करो, जन्म सफल हो जाए. లాస్ట్ చూశారు, భజన 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 సంగీతం. గొంతు బాగాలేదు ఆయన పాపం, అయినప్పటికీను విశ్వాసం ప్రేమ ఇచ్చుకొని వచ్చాడు. మళ్ళీ సాయంత్రం వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఆ ట్యూనింగ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు చెప్పాడు, ఒక మాట చెప్పాడే, కొంచెం పర్ఫెక్షన్ రావాలి, ఆ ట్యూనింగ్ టంగా టంగా టంగా. అప్పుడు నాకు వివేకానంద స్వామి జీవితంలో ఘటన గుర్తుకొచ్చింది. అరగంట సేపు ట్యూనింగ్ చేశాడంట తబలా ఆయన. 30 minutes బిఫోర్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ. టుక్కు 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 అని కొడుతున్నాడు. రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస, ఇంకెంతయ్యా టుక్కు టుక్కు, ఎప్పుడయ్యా పాడేది, ఎప్పుడయ్యా నువ్వు వాయించేది, చాలే అని రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస ఇసుక్కుంటే వివేకానంద వెంటనే, ది పవర్ దట్ హీ వాస్, ద లవ్ దట్ హీ హ్యాడ్ ఫర్ హిస్ గురు కేమ్ బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ఏ బ్యూటిఫుల్ స్టేట్మెంట్. Only those who don't know music will talk like that. గురువు మించిన శిష్యుడు అయిపోయాడు. అప్పుడు రామకృష్ణ పరమహంస నెక్స్ట్ టైం వచ్చి మాట్లాడలేదంట. ఇటు మాట్లాడితే ఇటు ఫైర్, నిప్పు అంటిస్తాడు, వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. పాడాడంటే పర్ఫెక్షన్. తాన్పురా కావచ్చు, పకావాజ్ కావచ్చు, తబలా కావచ్చు. వివేకానంద వాజ్ ఏ సితార్ ప్లేయర్ ఆల్సో. ఆయన సితారు, ఆయన తబలా, ఆయన పకావజ్జు, అవన్నీ బేలూరు మఠంలో ఆయన మ్యూజియంలో ఆయన గదిలో పెట్టాం. పబ్లిక్ వెళ్ళి టచ్ చేస్తే మనకి రోమాంచం అవుతుంది, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ షాక్ తగులుతుంది. దట్ విచ్ హీ యూజ్డ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ, నాట్ మోడల్, ఒరిజినల్. స్పెషల్ సైంటిఫిక్ మీన్స్తో దాన్ని ప్రిజర్వ్ చేస్తున్నారు 120 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి. ఆయన యూజ్ చేసిన వాచ్, ఆయన చూస్ చేసిన కర్తాళ్, అవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. వివేకానంద వాజ్ అ మాస్టర్ మ్యూజిషియన్. ఆల్ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్. So wonderful feast you had. भजन के बाद क्या होता है? भोजन होता है. ठीक है, भजन के बाद भोजन. Heart is filled, now stomach also is filled. Otherwise Vivekananda will be angry against me because you are hungry. More hungry, more angry. नहीं होना चाहिए. So we have to release you from birthday celebration. Real birthday starts from tomorrow, Sankranti, harvest festival. Whether Punjab or whether Tamil Nadu, their పొంగల్ వేడి పొంగల్ చేస్తారు ఉదయం పూట, సూర్య భగవానుడికి ఆఫర్ చేస్తారు. సో అవన్నీ జరుగుతాయి, గ్రామాల్లో జరుగుతాయి. ప్రాక్టీస్, డోంట్ రిజెక్ట్ ది ట్రెడిషన్స్, డోంట్ బ్రేక్ ద ట్రెడిషన్స్, రెస్పెక్ట్ ద ట్రెడిషన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ డూ ఇట్ అట్లీస్ట్, బట్ డూ ఇట్. Go back to the roots, go back to the Upanishads and go forward with science and technology. So Vivekananda's birthday celebration, just a naam ke vaste. We have concluded now, many more programs will be there. And next month onwards, Golden Jubilee celebration of Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad will commence. 11th February, teachers, parents or parents of the children, they are all welcome to participate. 3-day program, 11th, 12th and 13th February. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Why we extended? 13th February, Vivekananda Day in Telangana, when he spoke in Mehboob College on 13th February 1893, before going to America. It's an anniversary, 131st anniversary. So that also will be a youth convention, celebration, and all of you are welcome. Please note, invitations will come to your institutions. Okay? So we end with a Shanti Mantram and a small pledge. Okay, and then volunteers will guide you to go to the lunch court, lunch places. All of you please stand up and repeat with me. This is Vivekananda's mantra, Swadesha mantra. Mana desham, mana jati, mana vyavaharam kosam cheppinda. English lo undi, adi repeat cheyandi gట్టిగా. Okay? All hands on your chest please. Right hand. O India, forget not that the ideal of your womanhood is Sita, Savitri, Damayanti. Forget not that the God you worshipest is the great ascetic of ascetics, the all-announcing Shankara, the Lord of Uma. Forget not that your marriage, your wealth, your life are not for sense pleasure, are not for your individual personal happiness. Forget not that you are born as a sacrifice to the mother's altar. Forget not that your social order is but the reflex of the infinite universal motherhood. Forget not that the lower classes, the ignorant, the poor, the illiterate, the cobbler, the sweeper are your flesh and blood, are your brothers and sisters. You brave one, be bold, take courage, be proud that you are an Indian, and proudly proclaim, I am an Indian. Every Indian is my brother and sister. Say, the ignorant Indian, the poor and destitute Indian, the Brahmin Indian, the Paraya Indian is my brother and sister. You too, clad with but a rag round your loins, and proudly proclaim at the top of your voice, the Indian is my brother, the Indian is my life, India's gods and goddesses are my God. India's society He is the cradle of my infancy, the pleasure garden of my youth, the sacred heaven, the Varanasi of my old age. Say, brother, the soil of India is my highest heaven. The good of India is my good. And repeat and pray day and night. O thou Lord of Gauri, O thou Mother of the universe, vouchsafe manliness unto me. O Mother of strength, take away my weakness. Take away my unmanliness. And make me a man. Om Shanti 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 Hare Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Jai Bhagavan Shri Ram Krishna Deva ki. Jai Shri Sharada Mai ki. Jai Swami Vivekananda Maharaj ji ki. Jai Bharat Mata ki. Jai Bharat Yuvakon ki. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Jai Swami Vivekananda Maharaj ki. Jai Swami Vivekananda Maharaj ki. So now you have to know where you have to go for eating. Otherwise you have to go and clean the plates. So for that what you have to do, listen to where you have to go from our volunteer. Number one. Second, alage undandi. Today we are giving 40% discount on Vivekananda literature in our bookshop. Anybody interested to buy Swamiji's books on his birthday or distribute for yourself, we are giving a 40% discount on Telugu books and 20% discount on English books. Bookstall will be open till evening 8 o'clock. Number two. Number three, those who have come first time, middle-aged people, young people, little elders also, who can contribute some time for Golden Jubilee Seva, volunteers, technical, in every way possible. You can meet our volunteer. There is a QR code for that to enter your name and etc. You can, today technology is there, we use that, and you can get in touch and we will inform you what is to be done, when it is to be done, how it is to be done. Sangachadvam Sambadadvam. Be like the Pandavas, not like the Kauravas. Kauravas 100. Only 5. Who is the captain? Second? Second Bhima. Third? 4? 5? Oh, all 5 names you know, 100 out of 100. Pandava captain? Kauravas captain? Duryodhana. Vice captain? Dushasana. Then third? 17? 24? I also don't know. I don't want to know. Because I know 1 and 2. All the 98 were only photocopy, Xerox copy of Duryodhana. But Pancha Pandava, Krishna said, I am ready to be your Sarathi also, driver of Arjuna. Where Dharma is, there Lord is, Krishna is. Where Yuvakam is, there Vivekananda is. That is the message on Vivekananda's birthday celebration. Very good. So we thank all of you. Thank your parents, thank your friends, thank your teachers, everybody. My personal greetings and love and best wishes to all the volunteers who have been non-stop working from morning till evening for last 15 days. In every way, decorations and skit practice, music practice and their own other works minus their college and exams, etc. And they need also blessings of all of you, wishes of all of you. Cooperate with them, that is the best wish that you can offer. వాళ్ళు చెప్పింది వింటే చాలు. రైట్, పద్ధతి ఉంది రామకృష్ణ మఠంలో. భోజన ప్రసాదం అంటాం దాన్ని. నాట్ లంచ్ ఇన్ ది క్యాంటీన్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ది కాలేజ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ప్రసాదం. వెన్ యూ గో టు నార్త్ ఇండియా, ఉత్తరకాశీ, హరిద్వార్, పిల్గ్రిమేజ్ సెంటర్స్, ఉప్పు సర్వ్ చేస్తాడు, ఉప్పు. ఆ సర్వింగ్ మాస్టర్ ఏమంటాడు? నమక్రామ్ నమక్రామ్ నమక్రామ్, ఉప్పు అండు నమక్ అండు, రామ్ యాడ్ చేస్తాడు. ట్రెడిషన్, బికాజ్ దట్ ఈస్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ రామప్రసాదం. పానీ అయినా నీళ్ళు, తాగే నీళ్ళు ఏమంటారు వాళ్ళు? గంగా మయ్యా. ये नहीं टैप वाटर म्यूनिसिपालिटी वाटर नहीं है, गंगा मैया है. చూడండి ఎంత మంచి అలవాటు. చావల్ రైస్, చావల్ రామ్. సబ్జీ రామ్. రోటీ రామ్. ఎవరో సౌత్ ఇండియా నుంచి, హైదరాబాదో కర్ణాటక నుంచి వెళ్ళాడంట, థోడా చావల్ దావ్ అన్నాడంట. కొంచెం అన్నం ఏవయ్యా అంటే లేదు అనేసాడు ఓనర్. కనబడుతుంది అక్కడ 5 కిలోలు పెద్ద బస్తా. లేదు అంటాడు. క్యూ నహీ హై ఉదర్ హైనా? ఓహో वो वाला वो चावल राम है, केवल चावल नहीं है, राम बोलो तब देंगे. అంటే అంతవరకు ఆ ప్రసాదం హ్యాస్ ఎంటర్డ్ ది రెస్పెక్ట్ ఫుడ్ దట్ వే దట్ వీ ఫాలో ఇన్ రామకృష్ణ మఠ్. సో దోస్ హూ కమ్ ఫస్ట్ టైం, eat it as prasadam, not just as a outside food. So respect food, don't waste food, and take it as your mind also will be purified. Exam time aa raha hai na, so when exam time mind should be peaceful and pure. That is prasadam. Okay, Shashank, our volunteer leader, he will announce where to go, where ladies will go, where gents go. Vinayasi volunteers guide cheskoni munduku veldam. Wish you all the best for your exams and for your life.
I request everyone to please settle down for a minute. We request all the ladies to go to VIHE shed for lunch prasadam through Monastic Quarters Road. Our volunteers will guide you. And for gents, we request all the gents to wait for 2 minutes. Let the ladies leave first. We'll be playing a video here. After that, the gents will move to the Muja Mandapam from behind the temple for their lunch prasadam. All the gents will collect their certificate from the counters that are set up in front of the temple, in front of the Universal Temple. All the ladies will collect their certificates near the VIHE office. Anyone interested in volunteering can register themselves and join our WhatsApp group by scanning QR code at certificate counters. I repeat, all the ladies will move to VIHE shed through Monastic Quarters, and I request all the gents to please settle down for few minutes and watch a video. Let the ladies leave first. And a small lost and found announcement. Okay, thank you. I request the volunteers to please guide our participants to their respective venues. All the ladies, girls will go to the VIHE shed through Monastic Quarters Road. All the gents will wait for few minutes. I request all the boys and gents to please be seated in their seats for few minutes and watch the video.